We are back. Welcome to another episode of Whose Fucking Idea Was This, where each season we'll choose one actor and have a look at their worst and most iconic films and analyse the fuck out of them. This season we'll be looking at Kurt Russell and watching 1998 Soldier. Right, first thoughts.
Well,
did you enjoy it or did you not enjoy it?
part of me enjoyed it, then part of me was like, what the fuck is actually happening?
I know.
Just because it's like...
What is the plot?
Yeah, like, and there was so many points of like what a soldier is meant to be.
Yeah.
And then that just didn't...
It's just the definition of it
but
for
the
whole film.
But then it didn't have things.
Yeah.
Like for one thing it's integral to being a soldier is communicating with other soldiers.
I know. I got that feeling as well with he was on his own or whatever. It kind of felt like he didn't know what to do, and he didn't know how to interact with anybody. He didn't know anything. It's like, well, what have you? What's happened?
Have you not done socialisation? You must have.
But you've trained them, but in trained them to like, it doesn't seem like you've trained them to survive. It feels like you've trained them literally just to hold on to a gun and shoot people, and that's it. My voice went there.
It's almost like funnily enough, Universal Soldier.
Which was so
But imagine them from birth though, like not talking and then just being like that's kind of how it felt. If it was like he gets released from his fucking cage and then that's it, and then nothing happens in between.
You expect him to know all the things that a normal human being would know, but they didn't like expose him to any of it, which was nonsense. But I thought it was shit. I fucking hated it.
I know you did.
I'm not happy you made me watch it.
Okay. I thought it was good for a 1998 film.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not Van Damme in it as much anymore.
I know. Maybe that might feed into it a wee bit, but then it should be that case because Van Damme's budgets are way less. This felt like a budget Van Damme film, but it has a fucking huge budget.
Is it? Is it bigger?
Kurt Russell got 20 million.
20 mil?
It's just crazy. Van Damme only ever got 5 million. It's his highest ever for a single film. Like it's crazy.
Suppose all this comes off the back of like Project Desert Storm and everything, like where being part of the military was still quite a cool thing, and Saving Private Ryan, it like exactly. Yeah, America, some freedom over there. Thank you.
It's coming. We're bringing it to you.
Whether you like it or not,
exactly.
you will feel the loving grasp of peace.
And they're still doing it. It was £60 million pound budget, and it only grossed 15, so it was a massive flop. And it was so bad in the US that it was scheduled to come out in the UK, and they basically went, "No, pulled it." And just went straight to DVD in the UK because they were like, this has lost too much money. We're not spending more on fucking hoping that the UK audience will like it.
Aye.
We're taking that risk.
Felt very incomplete in terms of using Kurt Russell as an actor.
It should have just been like fucking like Van Damme or something like that. He just stands there the whole movie. Said he's in 85% of the movie, and he has 104 words.
Well, that's something we'll get to later, guys.
It was like Cyborg for me. It felt like Cyborg. I actually think I enjoyed Cyborg more.
Really?
Even joking. Yeah, not even joking.
Nah, I like that more because I like to think I could have been a soldier. like every guy goes like, I think I'll have what it takes to join special forces. By the way,
if anyone's listening,
by the way, if any recruiter from special forces, if you're looking for a guy that's done mild,
that's what gets cut out.
If you're looking for a guy that's done mild strength training and ignores cardio, then I'm here.
4 days. No, I thought it was shit. And I even when I was watching Cyborg, I was like, this is like funny but ridiculous. I was just like, this is shit. But to be fair, it flew in. Like it didn't feel like, oh, this is so shit. It's dragging in.
Cyborg dragged in.
100%. Yeah. Whereas this flew in, but I also at the end of it went, what? What did I watch? Like what happened?
Because like there's no
story.
There's
nearly no story.
You need the characters, each character, to carry their bit of the story.
Exactly.
Whereas I felt was all.
No, it did.
Nobody was carrying fucking anything, and they had all these big actors.
What you're supposed to be doing, what she's got told, and what she's dialogue like gives him the freedom to. So then the other actors all had to pull their weight in to bounce off what his character was missing. Fill in those gaps, and just nobody. But then it was just bad writing as well, though.
Yeah. I mean,
which is mad because the guy that wrote this fucking film wrote Blade Runner.
Mate, what is it with him? What is it with his inconsistencies?
Mate,
of...
he's not. He's only wrote like you think like when you look up like a writer and stuff like that. They usually put like so many like writing credits and stuff like that. This guy's only got like he's kept it really minimal to like maybe like 12 or something like that. Like films, and one's Blade Runner, one's Unforgiven, with Clint Eastwood, the one that won an Oscar, with Morgan Freeman. It's per class, that western. No, you don't remember it.
No,
it's good, man. You never seen it? It's
no,
really
no, no.
Really it's very early days of Clint Eastwood directing, I'm sure. But he's
right, okay.
It's really good. It's really good. That won an Oscar. I don't know what can't remember what for if it was for best film. It's good. It's not brilliant. It's good. He wrote that and he wrote Blade Runner, and then he wrote this. But he wrote this while he was writing Blade Runner. And apparently they're in the same world, so it means that if Kurt Russell came to Earth, he would have run into
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, they would.
And then eventually Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. I know. But yeah, apparently in the same same universe, which nobody wants except the director.
Yeah. Oh wow, what a crossover!
Nobody wants that.
But I mean, like, what? There's like bits where like that because it goes through the compilation of all the wars and everything that he fought in.
Yeah.
And then it's like the invasion of Moscow in 2011, and I'm like, oh.
I forgot about that, but that was terrible. It said, what did it say? It said something like the Moscow incident. It said the Moscow incident. It's like, we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about the Moscow incident.
It's like someone shot their pants. We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
It's just called the incident.
It's a really sensitive issue, guys.
Yeah. Please don't bring it up.
Pardon me.
The plot. We'll go for the plot.
All right. So
summary.
Here's a summary. Here's a summary to this complex film
called Soldier. Nothing else.
Right, so
it's about two young hard lovers.
Hard lovers.
They move in together.
New York City to make it big.
One's a soldier.
One's a sassy soldier. The other's a down to earth businessman. So it's an action film, of course, but what we're dealing with is that there's been some with very little action. What we're dealing with is these soldiers from birth are taken from whatever hospital that they were birthed in, and and the parents don't really give a fuck because they're never there.
Didn't explain that.
And the babies are like part of a probably experimental program, because I imagine they haven't done this before, but they just kind of get raised to be like the ultimate soldiers, but also like, you know, not really that responsive to violence, as in like not having any emotional response to it. And then they have basically like conquered, I don't know, so many war zones. They've just been ridiculously efficient, and then and then it's basically meant to show you that what somebody conditioned from birth would be like if they had constant military equipment and training. It's imagine the Knights Templar, but without God, and then modern kind of weaponry. But it goes to 2011, and then like they're fighting in spacesuits.
Ah, mate, it just takes a massive jump, man. It's like so stupidly like it's like fighting on the moon.
They're fighting on the moon, but they're using ballistic.
For the moons, it says something like the war for like the
Trinity moons.
Like,
and then it's like they're shooting ballistic weapons, and I'm like, I don't know much about the physics of like what, like I know like the gravitational pull in the moon is like enough that it'll pull you, but see shooting a fucking bullet,
I know.
It can't be. I don't think you could do it. I don't think you could do it.
It can't be done.
It can't be done.
But
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
It goes from like it's like the cut like it shows you like 3 wars and right after each other. It like cuts like from like Vietnam type war to like straight to the moon.
And then the moon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
we have a good time here.
Aye.
Like roll it up.
But so essentially what's happened is these soldiers are like, you know, the best of the best. Have proven themselves in combat, and then some hotshot military officer is basically upgraded the program with steroids essentially, and then genetic manipulation instead of training and experience.
Instead of just taking a baby and then
moulding them into the perfect like specimen.
Start manipulating them from birth.
Yeah, and then there's a demonstration of which one's better, the old veterans or the new and improved freshmen of the war. And in the test, the freshmen managed to basically kind of win, and
comfortably.
There's a fight between them, like a demonstration of combat, and then Kurt Russell Todd. The worst name ever. So he basically like gets beaten up in this kind of like controlled environment of combat, and then he's like thrown into a dump planet, and then it turns out that planet has been settled, and then it takes off from there. That
so
planet
colony
is
on the waste planet.
yeah.
And then basically he gets taken in with that colony, and that's kind of where the film takes it.
We start off in the film. It's an action film, and obviously the first scene is a big array of babies.
Aye,
and
it's
then
like using that negative fucking like.
The negative, not sepia. I know what you mean, but negative film, like where it's really weird. It's like somebody. It's like in every film though, they've just found out what it is. Like when synth music came out, everybody was using synthesizers.
Yeah. Exactly.
So like, starts off with these babies, and then like the male doctor, scientist or whatever is pure doing it emotionlessly. A1 and everything, like you'll be part. I thought it was like, oh, you're specimen A1, then it'll be A2.
I know. And it's just not everyone A1. I was like, well, that's gonna get confusing.
Yeah, exactly. and then it's kind of funny they do that whole maternal thing, because like the guy is doing it emotionlessly. Then you see the woman kind of like, I don't know, reacting sympathetically.
Yeah, but see, when she first comes in the scene, like the nurse, her face is just like, fuck this. Like, I can't bother being in this film.
These fucking babies that don't cry yet.
Exactly, go and just hurry up and choose which ones you want, get them out, that's sight.
We get a wee close up of her going like, some sympathetic expression. Like, this is wrong expression.
So that's worried for children, that's basically what it is.
But it felt very 90s. So then we're cutting to them being 5. So there's like, I don't know, this is like insensitivity training, I guess what you call it. So there's this paranoid voiceover of going like, soldiers are fucking awesome.
Weakness is death.
All these pure ridiculous kind of mottos.
Your friends are your fellow soldiers.
Your friends are your
following orders is your favourite thing to do. That was it.
A good soldier follows orders, and it's like a 5-year-old
not listening to it.
Exactly. So we get it contradicts itself at one point. It goes like that. The forces are the soldier's family, and then it goes like, a soldier needs no friends or family. So
it also says that later on in the film they keep saying fear and discipline, but they're supposed to be emotionless. It's like, well, you're teaching them fear, and it says in that as well. Like it says, like when it talks about fear, like when they're watching things and they're trying to like desensitize them and stuff like that. But they keep saying that you should be fearful, essentially, but then they're not wanting them to be.
I suppose it's like, I don't know, they're probably going for an exposure training, and how do you desensitize someone to violence? You put 3 Doberman in a cage, then you put a boar in a cage, and then
glass fucking like cage, make them watch them kill each other.
And like one of the wee kids goes like to look away, and then there's like a guy, a full-grown man watching him, and he's like got a wee prodding stick, and it's like he pushes the child's cheek, and he's like, "We're like, you must watch," and then the kid just keeps kind of staring. It was so stupid. Then we cut to like when they're probably about 12 at this point, so they're all running.
This is all within seconds.
Yeah, like we're kind of seeing how them growing up. They're all running about, and then there's like one kid that's maybe lagging behind. Like he's still going. He's not. He's he's somehow fat.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't get it because how did they get fat?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how did that happen? If they've been raised from birth to.
I read one of the bits in the IMDb, and someone said like if this was a program, that kid would not be allowed to get overweight. So
yeah.
Sense.
It's like that bad fight where people go, look, some people are just genetically fat. But like so like this kid, he's like barely like 200 meters behind the main group, and then some guy like radios in something, and a big SUV pure skins in front of the kid, and the kid just kind of stops and looks at the guy.
It's coming. I thought it was going to run over. I was just like, He's not, if he doesn't speed up, he's getting run over. Send in the vehicle basically.
It was so funny, but
do you know he's sweating like fuckers with the kid when he's running, and you see when they pull up, he's completely dry.
Look, I'm not sweating. I just wasn't trying enough.
We're not pulling over.
But then the guy jumps out the car, just immediately, like, zero hesitancy, fucking headshots him, and then, like, it cuts to, like, Todd in the front leading.
Kids, don't even flinch.
Don't flinch, don't even look back at anything. It's like, oh, great.
He was weak, and weakness is death.
Weakness is death.
They literally said it a second ago.
He was the boar, and we are the Doberman.
The Doberman. We are the Doberman.
And so we're getting to another bit where, like, they're 16 and they're all fucking, like, doing target practice, and then, like, they're all kind of, like, sitting prone, like, shooting, like, you know, not shooting civilians, then shooting the combatants, and then and then, like, Todd sees,
Kurt
like,
Russell's character.
Kurt Russell.
That's his actual boy in real life. One of them's his actual child.
Oh, really?
No.
I could tell. But
he also can't act.
He also stares into space vacantly. And then, like, instead of, like, you know, sparing the civilian, when, like, the dummy comes up, Todd just fucking blasts, like, the civilian, and
he doesn't take us.
Exactly that. No, I have to fulfill my mission, and his wee, like, pal Riley
shoots the baby and the mother up just to get to the guy.
Yeah, exactly. The mission matters more than two stupid innocent lives.
One guy hesitates. You have to get tired of having to hesitate on the battlefield.
But then we're getting to the wee montage that we talked about, like the Moscow incident. Yet again, in all action films of the 90s, nobody has to aim down their sights at anything. All you have to do is half raise your gun, and then you're going to be able to hit anybody, like a fucking PC game in Warzone.
There's a flashback at one point to one of them, like later on in the film, to one of those wars, and he's got like a big fucking gun, and he like shoots it like that, like sprays it, he like fucking throws it left to right, like, and there's only two people there, and he's like, he's like, I don't know, as if someone's told him like you're gonna spray a crowd of people, and he like, so he throws the gun like side to side, and it's like, what the fuck, if he's a soldier, if he's shooting them, shoot the one, shoot the other one, shoot both of them just slightly, he pure sprays like left to right.
Let's waste all this ammo.
Yeah, exactly.
We get, this is these are the opening scenes. This establishes that they are in fact soldiers.
The Argentine moons. That is it.
The Argentine moons. Yeah, because
what the fuck does that mean?
It means the country of Argentina have expanded to like moons apparently.
They claim territory of the moon.
We're introduced to after this little.
Sorry, I just thinking.
Pardon me.
But I was talking. It's the bit where it finally shows Kurt Russell, and it shows his face. And
full grown Kurt Russell.
Full grown. Yeah.
38-year-old Kurt Russell.
He looks fucking dead old in this one. Yeah. He looks about 50 in this. A good 50, but he still looks 50. It's this bit, and it's like showing like how many kills he's had and stuff like that.
Oh right,
it's
yeah.
And it says between wars. And I was like, it sounds like when you were saying like between jobs in the moment. Like, you know, I'm a curly employee per se.
I'm not curly in a war, but I hope to be in a war really soon.
Yeah. If you know anyone, like you can get me in.
As you can see, I have excellent communication skills.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
That's okay. I'll never forgive you. So then we're introduced to the film's villain. Fucking Malcolm. What?
Malfoy.
Lucius Malfoy, otherwise known as the actor Jason Isaacs.
Malfoy's dad.
Aye.
A pencil mustache.
Yeah, aye, pencil mustache. It's like the
incredible, like weird British accent.
It's like the weird military. I'm an arsehole mustache.
I've never been in the field.
Yeah, I've never been in the field. I've went. It's like the teacher that came straight from uni.
Aye, exactly. I get all these ideas, but none of them are practical.
Yeah. So he's like the commanding officer of the upgrade squad, which is essentially a because there's meant to be an improvement to these soldiers that have combat experience and were conditioned very specifically for war.
Yeah.
And he just thinks, I know how to make this better. Steroids. Yes. Tons and tons of steroids.
Yeah. And also, don't forget, they're bald, so they are better.
Yeah, exactly. They're more aerodynamic.
And they wear vests instead of t-shirts.
Yeah.
These ideas are fresh.
Yeah. Black vest.
All the veteran soldiers all wear this kind of like green, muddy kind of t-shirt.
Oh, it's just khaki green.
And all the new and improved shiny soldiers, can't fucking say it, are all bald with a vest on.
And slightly
vests.
Asian.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
They're just this weird Asian dynamic. Exactly. They're more efficient.
So then there's like a kind of a wanking face-off. The two generals that are head of each fucking division.
It's pure. Because here we're introduced now to the general of Kurt Russell's platoon.
General Kurt Russell.
whatever the guy's name is, but it's Gary Busey.
Do you know they call Gary Busey? Oh, fuck yeah, it's Gary Busey.
I'm Gary Busey!
How's it doing? Doing well, Gary.
How am I doing, Gary Busey? You're doing goody! Great, I'll keep it up!
Mate, his teeth are amazing. They're pure popping out his face.
Mate, they've got a mind of its own. They've got a mind of their own.
Yeah.
They're all Gary Busey.
He's in a few things. I don't know. I've always liked him, but he's good
He's
in
fucking
that role.
nuts. That's why.
I don't know what's about him. I still quite like him, but he's like the veteran. He's on the veteran side. He's like, my fucking soldiers are brilliant.
Yeah, well,
he talks about his daddy.
Everything's always
So
an
nice.
analogy back to my daddy knowledge. My daddy always said,
He was
and
in
then
maintenance.
he
He was a working class kind of man.
he was working class, so he kind of understands everything. Not like you with your with your fat
Bureaucratic ways. Bureaucratic fat cats.
with your corporate fat cat lip wiggling.
So he's like saying to the new and improved soldiers are like they don't have any combat experience.
Yeah.
And Kurt Russell's for some reason out in a fucking 15-mile run at this point.
Because they're doing these mad tests. Cause it's
Yeah.
like, how about we put him to the test? Apparently, a test of a soldier
Yeah.
is just to do
How fast can
a
you run
gym
15
set.
miles?
Well, the first one's like a gym session, and there's no comparison.
Oh, yeah,
all the
yeah,
man
he goes,
steroid
"Are you
guys.
impressed yet?"
Aye,
And
it's
they're just
like-
all working out.
I
That's it. It's weird, mate.
I
It's
need to
walking
say
in
it
the
up.
gym, he's going, are you impressed with
But
what?
they're all doing different things. Like one's doing. Well, one's in a gyroscope, and he's pure like shifting himself, and I'm like, what is this? No, he's like kind of like leaning forward,
Right, okay,
and I'm like, what is this proving?
Oh, I don't
And
know.
then like then there's a guy incline bench pressing, then there's two guys behind him on exercise bikes, and I'm like, what?
He just basically goes, are you impressed yet? What? What's going on?
Like,
how many reps are they doing? How long are they doing?
yeah,
Like, what are the weights?
are they sweating or
Aye.
anything? Like, is
Aye.
it like I'm sure didn't get
I know,
what his
I did
point
that.
was.
That was
But
so funny.
then we've cut to like an endurance exercise because it goes, what about endurance? And then
Yeah.
like Todd is running,
Yeah.
and he's been like, I think it's been like, I don't know how long he's been running for,
Aye.
but it's meant to be a big long fucking run.
No,
and
then
then-
starts 20 minutes behind him.
Yeah, the other one. Oh yeah, by the way, this is something we forgot to mention. All the soldiers have their face tattooed. Their face tattooed
shit.
with their name.
Yeah.
They've got their name,
And
their
then
blood
the number.
type, and then whatever serial number they've been
Aye.
given.
Aye.
But it's like, I get the blood type.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Why would I put someone's fucking name
I
in
know,
their
why have
face?
they even got? Why,
Why is it on
a
their face?
Why have they got a name when you give it?
Oh, you
What's the
could just
fucking
be soldier. Was
That's
he
why I was
A1?
Universal Soldier. They don't fucking have names. I'm pretty sure they just have fucking like numbers and
Yeah,
stuff like
for
that.
guys that don't talk to each other,
I know.
a name's pretty
I know.
unnecessary.
They all sleep in the one big warehouse as well. They all get
Aye.
in bed. It's so weird.
And they all line up perfectly. Like, see if you
yeah.
see if you were looking at one of them,
Yeah,
all the
it's-
rest
yeah, you
are
can
sitting
see
right behind
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
really
yeah.
weird because it's
Yeah.
just like, I get you want soldiers to be uniform and obey orders, but I know,
Beyond that bit too much in it.
I
Watching
felt-
them sleep in the
yeah,
warehouse.
I was like, mate, if they're not in
Like,
sync
never
when you go to when bedtime comes,
Ah, yeah,
this
yeah.
is gonna be
When
a
they're gonna
disaster.
What's going to happen on the field?
Exactly.
Chaos.
It's-
Never get anything done.
it was so like so it was just pure because they pure obviously wanted to like
Like, get across that idea.
I convey that message of uniformity, conformity.
Oh, yeah,
But-
constant. They'll get the same kind of buzz cut as well.
Yeah.
His haircut's so short.
Apart from the black guy, just has his head shaved.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand. That's
Racist.
They can't get it as a buzz. Like, of course you could get it as a buzz cut, but I don't know. It was weird. There's that racist pub.
Those racist Gary
Paul-
Busey's Keos.
Paul Anderson. That's the guy, by the way, the director. That's the guy that's done every Resident Evil film. He's that director in the favours.
Oh.
He did Mortal Kombat.
He's
First
married to my childhood crush, Mila Jovovich.
one. Aye, well pronounced. Aye, her.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
He did
worldly.
He did Monster Hunter as well. That's
Monster
the only
Hunter?
thing that he's decided to do that's had any decent budget in the last like
Monster
40
Hunter.
years.
Oh wait, is that
Yeah,
one? It's
it's
like some
about-
scan.
No, it's called Monster
Oh right, aye.
Hunter.
Yeah. Sorry,
Nintendo game.
yeah. I know what you're on about.
I've
Yeah.
still not seen
Yeah.
it, it looks shit.
I watched it. It's fucking awful, mate.
Is
It was
Aye,
awful.
not bad.
I don't know how I even got to watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, but
As
it
my
was.
life got to the point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did have a
Was
wee
that
ex.
better or worse than Soldier?
There was more
It's close.
there was more dialogue.
Aye, well, sure.
And plus, kind of like Mila Jovovich is
yeah.
fucking hot. Kurt
Russell's kind of hard.
It's kind of hard, but not quite my
Do you
cup
think-
of tea.
I wasn't really brought up in the Kurt Russell era, so
Mm.
I didn't really watch his films. Right? Do you think I don't know. He just does not convince me as a soldier. An action. He doesn't convince me as an action movie star.
No, like
Which some
not
people
as
might be
action
raging
as
with me saying that.
not as action as that. not as action as over the top. I'm a soldier. All I know is war action.
Maybe it's that,
I can maybe see him as like because I loved him and
Stallone, I think couldn't pull off a soldier, like mindless soldier kind of actor, whereas he pulls off the kind of action.
The tortured actor.
Aye.
Tortured soldier even.
Yeah.
So like,
I just didn't think he was very convincing. That's all.
Nah, no, but I think it was just more.
A good pick. That's probably not the word. Then I don't think he was the right pick for it.
Yeah, I think on.
It would make the film whoever playing this fucking role.
Yeah, I know. But I think on a surface level, he looks very. You know, like what?
He's got a good stare. Apparently, it's a famous thing. He's got this cool stare.
Aye, cause he's with piercing blue eyes.
No, it's Parisian. But like, I think it was £20 million not well spent.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You could have easily got Van Damme and you just doing the same thing he did in Universal Soldier, and it would just be fucking the same outcome. Like,
yeah.
There was only 108 words that was needed in this film.
I know, and
someone staring.
And he could have done like some kind of combat-y stuff, but like I don't know.
Mate, he spent 18 months working out. Because apparently he refused to do steroids, so they had to push back the.
You can tell he's not on roids.
Aye, because there's like it's like a layer of fat, but you can tell it's not like a.
I think there's certain markers, like your upper abs.
Right.
Well, so we're getting to the bit where the endurance test goes forward. The guy Kane, who also has his fucking name tattooed on his face. Apparently
that's a better name than Todd.
Yeah, exactly. I know Todd, the least menacing name of any soldier.
Todd's my fantasy. It's like not a cool name. It's not like McLean.
Oh my, send in Todd.
Oh my god, it's Todd.
Oh my god, it's Todd with 2 Ds.
Yeah.
So like Kane starts running 20 minutes after Todd in this endurance test.
15 miles.
Yeah, and then he.
Well, how everyone else is just like, even like the general and that, or just standing there for a full hour then, because you're supposed to take like an hour, and they were all literally just standing all like that.
Right, let's wait about.
Waiting them come back.
Aye, so you guys on MySpace? Like, so all these soldiers are just facing each other, and there's like some unspoken. Oh, they all know they're kind of rivals, but then there are rivals. But Kane fucking wipes the floor with Todd. He doesn't wipe the floor with him, but he beats him. And then
20 minutes less.
Yeah. Steroids though. Steroids, right? Anyone that beats me is on steroids, just so you know. But yeah, so then
he's not sweating as well.
Not sweating, and then gets to the end of the race, and then the Gary Busey can't handle that he's pure losing. Gary Busey can't handle it. And
every time he says it,
okay. So Gary Busey can't handle this shit. And then he goes, "What about combat experience?" And then they go up. They climb chains.
To prove that.
That to prove like their ability to explosive power or something.
No, he basically says that your man ran that quicker, but my man is learned to do it whilst preserving energy. So he's not trying to do it as quick as possible. So he's like, can your man still now perform? So he basically says like, my man could still get up. My man can still climb that rope. And he goes, my man like jumps up the rope basically. Can your guy still do it because he looks like he might be knackered? And the guy does it quicker than Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell uses his feet, and that guy specifically spreads his feet out and then just kind of climbs up the chain with his arms, and then it's just kind of like. Everyone's feel emasculated in front of him.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, okay.
Yeah. But then they're on these chains and they're like, right, get them to fight, and it's like, who decided that this would be a good action scene? Like, oh, that's a good combat. How boring. It's so hard to film two cunts fighting on two chains that looks interesting.
You know what makes a fight more interesting? When they can't plant their feet anywhere and they can't fly.
Exactly. It was so shit, like, because the chains are hanging from the ceiling. And there's like maybe about like 20 of them basically, so they can move between the chains. But again, it's so awkward and stupid. Like.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm imagining in what combat scenario that would come up.
I know.
But anyway, the guy goes like, "No, I don't think we should let them fight. You know, it's not a fair fight." And he goes, "Fine, I'll have 3 of the veteran soldiers attack your guy." Yeah. And then like,
now it's fair.
Then they're all fighting, but like, it's the classic cliche because like 3v1, but they all attack one by one.
I know.
and then it's just like in a like, but it's always like that.
He like hits one and he falls, and the guy only falls like 10 feet and hits his back. It's like, okay, dead.
Aye, dead out of the
like
game.
Another one, the guy goes upside down, dead.
Yeah.
Like, but he's hanging like upside down on the chain, and it's like, but it's not like nothing's pierced him. Like,
aye, his leg
dead?
caught somehow.
He's not dead.
And then
so
like,
it's Kurt Russell versus Todd versus Kane.
well, he jumps on top of Kane. Todd v Kane, and then
yeah.
he jumps on top of Kane, and he's got him in a neck lock, and then and then like Kane's like done something. He's like elbowing Todd, and then Todd just goes, right, fuck this.
Yeah.
You've killed two of my pals, and he just starts going for his eye. So he's ripping out like Kane's eye.
Claws his eye.
And then Kane's like, ah! And then like...
Does he actually make a noise?
Aye, he's just screaming. He's getting his eye ripped out his head.
Aye, I know, but you know, because they're soldiers, like, they don't fucking...
Oh, right, yeah.
Any sound.
People make fun of me if I scream and my eye's being ripped out of my head.
Yeah.
So then he ends
elbows
up...
him in the face.
Elbows Todd in the face, and then Todd Todd falls on his pal. So his fall's been broken.
Alive.
Yeah, his eyes are open, he's just staring. Yeah, and they're all like...
Damn it, he's dead.
Damn it, Tom was our best guy.
Yeah, he does. That's basically what he says.
And
I'm gonna face it.
Tom was our best guy. Then, like they say, right, let's get rid of these bodies one by one. The mad Merrick, mate, I need to fucking get that guy's name. I'm so shit with names. In this.
Just call him fucking
Jason Isaacs. Look, Malfoy's dad. Malfoy's dad. There we go.
I've already got a heavy funny one for later on.
Oh, right, okay. That Malfoy's dad. Malfoy's dad goes up, right, we need to bin Todd and his mates. And then like
literally bin.
He's like, but he's
you think like they would like cremate them or something?
Yeah. He's like, so nobody asks any questions.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just like, wait, you're like your top branch of the military. Three guys died in the training exercise. You literally take kids from birth and pump them with steroids, and it's like now you're getting worried about the ethics of what just happened, and you're and essentially your dick measuring contest that you both had.
Yeah, exactly.
And so then Todd and friends get fucking dumped.
Todd and friends. They get an apartment.
So they get dumped.
Hook up girls.
Here come the girls. One girl called Stacy. But he
basically gets put in like a
scrap bin.
Yeah, it's like a spaceship.
Yeah, that dumps things. And you're thinking in the future they would recycle metals.
Aye. Also, I know, and someone said in one of the comments or something like that, said like an extremely cost inefficient way.
Yeah.
Of fucking like dealing with waste.
Dump.
Yeah, getting it to fly to a completely different planet.
Let's use fuel to dump it on a planet which itself could have minerals.
You could fucking leave it. I know, but you could just dump it in space.
Yeah, exactly. There's a fucking enough of it.
Exactly.
No, there's not enough room in space.
Fly into it.
So like
they got in the bit where it's because he takes out his eye. Mad Malfoy starts pure raging because he's like, do you understand how much you cost, soldier? Now your eye's fucked. You're fucking useless.
You have no depth perception. Yeah. You're completely useless. Even though you can break me over your fucking knee.
So he says he's useless, and then later on he's still using them.
Yeah.
So it's like,
he just kind of reluctantly goes like, fall in line, soldier, and it's just like, I'm sorry, mate. This dude's
so
like
beautiful used to be.
If you're like, you loser, you're nothing.
You're not gonna be anyone's
if you're berating him in front of it, it's like, you got attacked by 3 men and you hurt yourself.
He keeps calling everyone a moron. You fucking moron.
He keeps it. He says everyone's stupid but him, and it's like, mate, the guy can still like run 15 miles in like 10 minutes. Like, I think we're okay for like this guy being a pretty good fucking soldier.
I didn't pop out, just scratched his face.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad the situation is.
And I'm thinking we're in the future where we have spaceships and like you can't create an optic nerve thing that like to a camera.
I know.
But anyway, so like Todd gets like he's on this waste disposal ship and then he kind of wakes up. His eyes are open, but he wakes up.
Yeah. He's like, and then you hear the thing's about to drop him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what the fuck am I?
But then I was kind of thinking like, so a waste disposal ship has an oxygen storage in its container unit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then gets dumped on this planet, which is just a dump planet, quite literally. And then like he kind of realizes there's some pathway, and he kind of is like, oh fuck, he's injured and everything. And he's like, oh wait, there's guys there, and he follows them back to whatever settlement. But he's totally like fucked, so he basically passes out. And then of course like he wakes up and he's being cared for by like the hottest woman ever in the settlement is caring for him.
Yeah. But like he's someone they don't know. So why has he not been put in like a prison or something like that, or just even just a room on his own? Why has he been given to this fucking woman and child?
Yeah.
It's so weird. And the guy's like, I'm gonna go get fucking like stuff done, so I'll just leave this guy with you. Is that cool?
My family.
And obviously because it's the settlement's like fucking just all waste shit that's been put together. It's not like it's not even, I can't even call it a house, I don't even know what it is. It's just basically a room.
It's just scrap. It's like a
shanty
town.
They're in a plane technically. It says Iceland on the outside of it.
Oh really?
Aye, they're in like but it's literally like about fucking 5 seats of a plane basically. And like he's like, Rick, I'll leave you in this small fucking area with this random person who's clearly a soldier of some sorts. They could be a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
Why is he here in the first place? Do you know what I mean?
Todd's just sitting there. So he finally, when he gets up, like the dad of this family that have taken him in, that have agreed from the settlement's leaders, like to take him in.
Yeah.
They're like playing with their child quite innocently, and then Todd just comes out topless, just pure looking raging, and then like looking down at him, and then the guy's
like, sorry, did we wake you?
Did we wake you? I was playing with my family in my home.
I know. We wish we put you in our bed for some fucking reason. Like,
one thing I found funny though is that they're all looking at him because they're like, fuck, he's awake.
Yeah.
But like the wife is clearly staring at Kurt Russell's abs. she's like, oh my god, he's so hot.
But did we mention that when he arrives on the planet, there's like a sandstorm that clearly happens every now and then.
Oh right, yeah.
He's like pure holding onto like a piece of metal basically, and he's gonna like get fucking taken away.
Yeah.
This will come into play later.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Aye, like I forgot about that. But
as well, so that kind of leads into like, there's a settlement here because there's like tons of crosses.
Because God is still well and truly here in our hearts.
Yeah, and this is the big. He gets like taken in, and they all like just try to decide what they're going to do with him. Basically, like, who is this guy? What we're going to do?
Yeah.
Like,
Let's deliberate over this stranger.
Why is he here? And then there's obviously a leader of the colony. And who's the leader of the colony?
A woman.
No, Mrs. Dougal at fucking Father Ted.
Is that her?
Mate, I was so sure it was her for ages until I looked up and it's not, but fuck me.
That's a very good point. She does look like Mrs. Dougal from Father Ted.
Fucking her, mate. Like, wait till you see her face. All this fucking... Look! It's fucking...
That is. Tea, Father!
What are we going to do with this man?
Tea, Father!
This is mental. And I'm pretty sure... that's what I wanted to look up as well. The guy that doesn't like him, he's like, what, are you an abandoner? Like, what's this?
Are you a deserter?
Deserter, aye, that guy. I'm pretty sure he's in, he's pure gets to take the piss out in a comedy film, and I need to fucking find it, man. It's going to really annoy me.
We'll look back at those messages at the end of this podcast.
Yeah. Get on, I'll find it.
So we're at Todd's kind of interrupting the family bit, and then like they're kind of going like, okay, we know that you're a bit confused and everything. They give him like a crutch and all that, like, so you can walk and all that.
He looks at it like a weapon.
Aye.
And then nothing happens.
And the guy's like...
You think he's going to freak out or do something, and he just cuts to the next scene?
Yeah, cuts to the next scene. Todd's like eating about 5 portions worth of what he should have. And the mad husband, I think his name is like Marek or something. Right. The husband of like this family that have like taken him in to take care of him. He's like giving him all his food as well.
He's like just scooting it in. Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's just really like, because maybe it's like, oh, he's healing. He needs more energy.
He's random at this point. They don't know where he should be in a fucking jail.
They are very kind to this person, but I suppose like as well, they've never had anybody else.
I know, like, so you'd be more wary.
Mm.
It's stupid as fuck. They basically just go like, there's a guy we've just found him, we're putting him straight into somebody's...
Let's treat this stranger as a god.
Putting him right next to a child. You don't have no idea he could be a paedophile. Right?
A child that can't talk.
Yeah, I know. That's a good point though. Jesus Christ. Leave him alone with it. Like, you don't know if he's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're all deliberating, well, what to do with him. And it's like, well, not that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh mate, it's so funny. So like he's sitting at this dinner bit, and then some guy gets pissed off that he's there. Goes like, "Who is this guy?" The questions that should have been asked initially. Yeah. And he's like, "Who is this guy?" He goes like, "We don't even know who he is." He goes like, "Are you a deserter?" and then Todd stands up pure quick, and everyone's like, "Whoa!" He
Whoa,
stood
shit,
up
yeah.
quickly, and
He's
then
not
like
spoke this whole time.
not spoke whole time. Then Todd goes, "No, sir, I'm not a deserter."
No, sir.
27 minutes into the film, and Kurt Russell finally speaks.
Yeah, I know. Aye, exactly, yeah. And that's all he says.
Aye, there's no big dialogue coming.
No.
Like, I don't really know what happened and all that.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Why are you here?" and everything. He goes, "I was replaced." And that's it. There's no more information. So then we're getting to like the kind of montage of Todd discovering settler life when they're kind of growing plants and all that shit.
Yep.
And Todd is like looking at the hot woman that's taking care of him. And it's like he's getting his first like actual sexual urges for the first time because he kind of looks at her tits and all that.
So weird, man.
And like,
all weird scenes.
that's really strange. And then like,
She's
she catches him, and then she just kind of keeps on talking about it.
No, she pauses for like a good like 3 or 4 seconds of like, I know that you're looking at it.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's just fucking weird.
And then she just kind of like, I'm just going to continue going on about it.
Aye, exactly. Like, oh, a man is ugly.
But there was a bit where like she's like, they're in the garden, and then she's showing him how to like plant stuff, and then a fucking snake is there, and she cuts the snake's head, and I'm like, mate, no.
The snake
And I'm like, where did the snake come from?
I know.
Because they had to have brought it.
I know.
I refuse to believe that a snake just evolved there also.
Oh, get on the planet, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Because like these settlers, for a bit of backstory that I know you're all desperate for, is that they were meant to try to get to the Trinity moons, but then they crash landed there, and they've been there for years to the point where they've had generations of children, or a generation of children, and no one came through for them because all these big garbage bots or whatever are all unmanned. So yeah, like
it's been years now, basically.
They've like kind of reserved themselves to like this fate.
They're growing food somehow.
Yeah.
As well.
Aye, somehow.
Oh god.
Thank God we had all these seeds with us.
Exactly. See the amount of times it fucking just faded in and faded out. It really fucking done my nothing. Like it just cut. That's why it felt like it moves quite quickly. It just constantly just cuts to the next scene to the next scene to the next scene. But it does a fade in, fade out. So it's like always someone's face, and then their face just fades transparently out, and it comes into the next scene. It just keeps happening over every fucking 10 seconds, man. It's so annoying. He forgot to cut his finger while he's cutting carrots.
Oh yeah, there's that little way back when he's like looking over at the mum raising the child, and then he's just kind of like. He's distracted and then he cuts his finger. It never hit. I'm always so focused, and then he cuts his hand, and then that's the bit that we forgot. The ultimate line where like she kind of questions him and goes like, just like when he's cutting the veg, it's like, do you feel anything, Sergeant Todd? And then he's just like sitting thinking about it, and he goes like, and then she's about to leave because he's like, right, he's not saying anything. He goes like, fear and discipline, and then she's like, you must feel something else, and he's like, when do you feel this way now? And he's like, all the time, sir.
Always fear and discipline.
And she just kind of hugs him, and then he starts like shaking uncontrollably.
It's so weird, She's just like,
and she gets freaked out like, oh my god, you
nut job. Cut the carrots in your bloody finger.
What did I even have with that? But yeah, it was just so strange.
Yeah, his dialogue is so far in between that you just completely forget he even speaks.
Yeah, like
he calls everyone sir, which is so ahead of its time.
Regardless of gender.
Yeah, exactly. So ahead of its time.
I'm not a sir.
Yeah, and he calls even like the children sir, and like fucking all the women sir.
We get to this wee scene where the scavengers are like dragging. Yep. They're hooking up something heavy. It's like a new thing that they've found, and it's worth like taking back to the camp.
Yep.
So they're chaining it up,
and
this guy that's like, I don't know, I guess the comic relief of the settlement group, because he's a bit of a dafty, and he's obviously like slightly
the guy who plays the Thing. So you talking about the bald guy? He plays the Thing in Fantastic Four. Crazy bit.
What?
Aye, he's the Thing in Fantastic Four. For
no fucking way.
What?
No way.
Yeah.
Well, good. Now you heard it here first.
I know.
But wasn't back when he had a bit of hair left?
Oh mate, chop it, man.
But he's like
the side he'd like.
Yeah. he's like the portly kind of comic relief kind of character.
Aye.
And he's like, I'm gonna go put this fucking chain on, and then like. Those perfectly behind the thing.
Going to happen, but there's no build up to the thing that's going to happen.
This all of a sudden
it
happens.
Snaps. The guy, the dad, he's called Mace. The dad.
Mace, that's it.
Aye,
Yeah.
he's
The husband
son,
of the of the hot caretaker woman.
That's taking care of.
God, I love her so much.
Todd. He's like, oh, see that sound? That means the storm's close. The storm's here. Like literally by the same breath.
We've got about 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a giant structure behind this thing they're chaining up,
Yeah.
which is essentially like, you know, like a combine harvester.
Yeah. It's,
Like imagine that, but like let's fucking multiply the scale by about 10 times.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know how, because you'd think let's get rid of that because it spins in the wind.
I know.
And then
I was wondering, like, are they using that as something? Because, like, I was like, why is that there? Or why would, like you're saying, why would they? Or even turning it fucking on its side somewhere else, or put something in front of it.
Just
like,
break it. Just break the middle axis bit that it spins on, and then it's like, right, this can't chop people to pieces anymore. And like, so this thing is like sitting here. And then the wind obviously comes, and it's this perfect fucking wind tunnel that thing turns into a fucking meat grinder. And then the guy's like, oh my god, he's like getting pulled towards it, and everybody's like grabbed onto the safety chain, and then they're all kind of like, you know, put on. That sort of, they're all kind of grounded there. So like they're all like trying to stop the guy, because the guy's feet are like near enough skimming the blades, and then they're all like pure struggling, and the guy's about to die.
8 people trying to fucking pull him.
Like then Todd
That's
proves that he.
For one guy in.
Exactly. and then like Todd's kind of like pulling it, but they all kind of stop pulling because he's got he's fucking he's the most sharp dressed out of everybody.
He honestly looks like he should be walking down a catwalk.
Yeah.
With fucking like.
I think we're both in love with Kurtrussell.
Yeah.
Balenciaga.
yeah, exactly. It's this massive like raincoat with a lovely belt across, and he just grabs onto the things. He pulls them in.
So but Todd proves
the
that
guy starts like pure howling, laughing like he's just
Oh.
nearly died, mate. And it's just like as if they're just like I don't know, they've just got
They've succeeded.
They've seen each other in ages and they're pals. It's fucking,
they're all like shoving each other like playfully. So like all new shoving buddies. So Todd proves that he's stronger than like 12 people by pulling them in. And but then it's like Todd right after that moment when he's pulled the guy in, Todd just finds a gun. Yeah. A gun, and then he loads the gun, and he's like he's holding it. Why have you got a gun?
Unsettled world.
Oh, to the scrap.
Exactly.
And then he's just kind of like, and then Todd.
For the snakes.
The snakes.
Tiny. I didn't say that as well. The snake is tiny.
Yeah, the snake. But we're talking.
Honestly,
if you guys.
And it's as skinny as
about a foot and a half. Yeah. The only thing is like they foreshadowed that the wee boy got bit by a snake, and like it doesn't talk because like.
Because he can't act.
Well, because he can't act, no. But like,
don't make him talk.
The snakes aren't deadly to an adult, I guess, but they could kill a child.
So she takes him at one point. This was before, and takes Kurtrussell and Todd and goes like, let's plant things together, basically. And then the snake comes up again. So literally.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah, but there's the snake in the house.
Yeah, well that will.
The snake comes about 5 times.
I mean, there's snakes everywhere. Snakes everywhere. Unless this is a snake.
And she chops his head off and goes, it wouldn't go for someone your size,
Aye.
but it would maybe go for me or my son. And then she tells a story about her son, but she's taller than Kurtrussell.
Yeah.
And she's probably not that far off the same ways. They can't be that much of a fucking difference. Why would the snake look at him and go, he's too big?
Aye.
But I'll go, he's not huge.
Aye.
Like, it's not The Rock versus fucking Kevin Hart. Like, do you mean they're like of similar heights? They're not that far off, like build.
I think the scale of a snake sizing anybody up that's a human is going to be like, right, well clearly you're much bigger than me.
Exactly. Like it's not going to go, nah, we're looking for a Kurtrussell. He's worth over £20 million.
Yeah, look at those eyes.
But stupid, man. So
we're getting to the so he finds a gun. Everyone's unsettled because of him holding a gun. Yeah. He's probably the safest person to have a gun. So then we're getting to Todd starts awkwardly falling in love with
his caretaker,
with that wife, Mace's wife. She does have a name. And then it's just so obvious that Mace is gonna die, so Todd can just fucking swoop in and steal his family.
I know. I thought that as well. Like that, waiting on that happening.
At that point, I was like, it's kind of a dick move if Mace doesn't die. You know what I mean?
You're getting in the way of Kurtrussell's love.
So we get to like.
I've
seen her before and something.
She's Wonder Woman's mom in the new Wonder Woman films.
Oh right. Okay.
Hippolyta or something, whatever it was. I can't remember.
Some silly
Greek name.
Some silly Greek name.
Yeah, she's done quite a lot of things. She's the wife that in Gladiator as well.
Of Maximus Verinius.
Of another. No,
Aye.
not agree with that.
Of a man with 6 names.
Yeah. She's doing alright for herself.
No, I know that. Oh wait.
Shit.
Are you sure? No, she's not his wife. She's the fucking
She isn't, you're right.
Caesar's wife.
Yeah, she's right.
She's Joaquin Phoenix's sister wife.
Fuck, I knew that bastard. Yeah, I'm right. I'm wrong.
God, mate, you're such a loser.
Such a loser.
God,
I hate myself.
how does your child love you? So we get to Christmas celebrations, which obviously like they're all doing Christmas time.
Yeah.
Mate, Christianity is so alive and well in this settlement.
I know, well, the crosses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then that obviously triggers Todd PTSD, which he never knew he had
Aye.
until he gets to a peaceful life.
Why would he have PTSD? What, because he's been cast aside by like newer soldiers?
I think it's the flashbacks from like the flashbacks of like military life.
Yeah, I know, but like you would have that fucking on. Like, why is he only having it now?
Because it's meant to be like with PTSD, it's like neurological damage to the point where let's see like I don't know, see if you've got a loud bang. See, because the only time
you at the party.
Yeah, because there's like bangs going on.
That's annoyed me at the party. Like, so I totally get that he's at the party and a lot's going on. He probably has perceiving all his threats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Counteract it and stuff like that. I understand that, but there's so many bits that lead up to that he should have been acting like that before. He just suddenly goes like, oh, there's too much going on. There should be too much going on in LA all the time because you've never been in a settlement with people. You've never been anywhere with kids. Like, do you know what I mean? You're out in the storm.
Nah, I suppose you're right.
So many bits he should be freaking out if he was going to freak out, but that bit he freaks out and then it just
I think maybe it's because he's in a calm environment and then it's like there's never that celebrations
loud
and shit.
People running about.
And he's just like, fuck, I can't handle this. And then so immediately he runs away to get away from his PTSD. So he runs outside.
Get away from your PTSD.
But you can't catch me, gay fart. So then like Jimmy, the guy that's who Todd.
Jimmy Pig.
It's Jimmy Pig.
What the fuck is
God,
that?
he's went far, becoming
name.
The Thing from the Pig.
Yeah, but why has he got a second name? He's the only person in the film who's got a second name. Jimmy Pig. Like, as if it's his full thing, like...
Because he's a caricature.
I know.
He's like the village...
He's the fat one.
He's like the village
Jimmy
fool.
Pig. Yeah, yes, I know.
The town fool.
He makes him a scarf for saving his life.
It makes him a scarf on the desert planet in which they're on.
That's going to come into play at some point, and it does.
But he's made him a scarf, and then he goes to like give it to Todd, but Todd is like dealing with PTSD by punching a bit of metal.
Yes.
He's exercising,
like
and he's like punching a tanker, but it's been set up like like a speed bag.
Yeah.
So it's like
bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, it's on some kind of cable wire attached to the ground, and attached to the ceiling.
Cords.
Quite a fucking lot of a setup just for a simple punch bag, and then he's fucking like he's absolutely layering it, mate. Like
he's scaring all the kids.
All the kids are feeling like, what? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing this? And he's like wrapped. He's punching metal continuously, and he's like, don't worry, he's wrapped it twice in cloth, so his bones will be fine.
Then Miss Dougal comes over.
Miss Dougal, the principal of it as well, kind of like comes over because children let's leave, and then like, and he's walking through his PTSD. Jimmy Pig comes, and then like to give him a scarf, and then Todd obviously can't, differentiate a metal tanker between a human being threatening him.
He has an automatic flashback at that moment.
Just so happens.
Yeah.
He grabs Jimmy by the neck, and then Jimmy's
no.
Jimmy's still going like that. It's a scarf! It's a fucking scarf! and Todd's just pure freaking out.
He puts his head like in the middle of these gears.
Yeah, a gear system's obviously there.
It's coming down to fucking like take
crush his head, and then Todd snaps out and goes, wait.
This will kill him.
Wait a minute.
Will kill him.
Why do I have to...
better move him.
Yeah.
And then it just like pans out and shows that everyone was just watching.
Yeah.
Like not doing anything about it.
Oh God, he's going to kill him.
He's going to go up and grab his shoulder or grab something or do something. Like, he's just literally like crushed.
Shout.
He's going to get crushed.
Shout Todd.
I know. Anything. Stop it.
So we get to... Mace admits to his wife that he's scared of Todd, like, cause like...
Yeah. That fucking pure. That really. That's when I was.
Are you scared of him? Mate? It's like, yeah, fucking
so
obviously I'm scared of him.
Yeah, but why is he in your house then? You're fucking why are you leaving him alone in your fucking house with your fucking wife and your fucking mute child?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're fucking off going fucking dancing at a fucking Irish party. They're playing like jigs and that shit.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. Forget about it.
You think you could snap you at any moment?
Ah, he's like, you could snap me like a twig at any moment.
Right, I'm off to work. Do you know what I mean?
I'm off to go and
you deal with that.
I'm off to talk in the settlement.
Fucking hell, man. Honestly.
So we get another flashback to combat, random flashback to combat training because Todd is remembering as a child where he beat the absolute shit out of somebody for interrupting his dexterity training of where he has to put a puzzle together.
Well,
it's the same it's the same puzzle over and over again.
I know.
He's not learning anything better, even though he got if he gets
timing him faster.
Aye, my God, he's doing this test that he's like been doing for years.
Aye, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
they just tick the box. Excellent.
Yeah, it was excellent. Then very good, satisfactory. I did not mind paused at that bit because it stopped loading because I was on a shit site.
You mean we pay for it?
Yeah, sorry, I had a shit copy of the DVD of the straight to DVD, which I watched on my DVD player. Next to the Wi-Fi. Fucking so then another snake shows up.
Yeah, he wakes up and he's in the bed again, and the kid's just like standing over him, the mute child.
But the snake's coming, and then Todd's like, watching the kid as the snake come towards him, and then Todd's
trying. Of this before.
Oh really?
Of him, with the boot.
Because he's trying to show.
Yeah, he froze child one of his boots.
Oh, and he's like trying to show the kid, hit the ground, hit the fucking thing with the heel of the boot, and then the kid's just staring at him.
I mean, like, we'll just piss off the snake. It won't really kill it unless you had the boot on.
And you have to have like.
Force. He's like a 2-year-old child.
And plus, you need to get it dead on the head.
I know.
Because if I hit a snake in the fucking back, that thing's shooting towards my hand.
Mid going.
Oh, kill instinct comes in. Doesn't matter. Like
he's basically trying to be like caveman talk.
He's trying to caveman teach the child without any words.
Yeah.
So like, it's the worst teaching method.
Yeah.
Because like snakes respond to like shit smacking off the floor.
Oh yeah. Right.
So the snake's just going to be like, right, I'll go faster then, and something's going on.
That's going to hit me.
Yeah, exactly. So like, he tries to verse the kid in snake killing, and then like, the kid kind of freaks out as a small child would when a fucking snake comes at him who has been previously bitten by a snake and had a traumatizing experience, and then Todd fucking grabs it and just stares at the snake, and then
he's fucking like crushing it with fun, mate.
And then he throws the
snake fucking calm down.
And he throws the snake again. And then he's like, right, now you try kind of thing, like without saying it. And then the parents kind of go like that, what the fuck are you doing? And then he's just like...
I'm teaching him.
And people looks at him like, you idiots, like, you clearly don't know how to raise a kid.
To mention, like, we are filling in all these blanks. All these scenes are silent.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah, see at one point, it was dead funny, like, see when he basically throws the boot at the child to pick up the boot, basically. The child picks up the boot and then just stares and it zooms in the child's eyes, and it's like the child's clearly going, mind powers, activate. Like, he froze the snake with his mind.
When I wasn't speaking, I was learning to control things with my mind.
Like, the child has no idea what you mean by the boot and what to do. He's trying to throw that with his mind.
So the kid plays with like toys all day and gets no education. What are you thinking is happening here?
I know what he's going to do. I know.
But then the parents realise that like it may be a bit dangerous now, and then like they kind of all exile Todd and they go, we do like you, Todd, but we just kind of don't want you around. And then he's pure like he's visibly holding back tears, like he's pure like he can't react.
He's pure clenched. He's fucking fit. You can see as well, like, why is it that that point they thought, right, he's dangerous?
Yeah, not when he was punching a piece of. Right? Not when he was punching a bit of metal.
He's not like he took the child out of the desert and going, right, we're going to hunt for snakes and we're going to...
Yeah.
The snake was just in the house,
and
he's just tried to help the boy understand
make the kid self-sufficient.
Exactly. Why is it then that it's like, no, the bit should have been when he keeps picking up the guns that made you worry.
Or like when he was punching a piece of metal.
And then when he grabbed the guy's throat and
that's that bit. Yeah, exactly.
Why is it then?
He's a threat to adults.
Fucking take the snake shit out. Like, it's a nonsense.
And then like So we get to the point he's been exiled, and then Todd.
Lovely Vivian Westwood jacket.
Yeah, you will take this Vivian Westwood jacket, Todd, and survive.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you need help,
Into a hat.
so if you need help, just come and ask us. But we can't have you about it anymore.
Yeah.
And then
Todd. Lovely scarf.
Yeah, it does a weird slow mo turn round, and then just kind of throws the scarf. But he pure is a model.
Yeah.
That's what he could be.
Yeah.
So then they realise that he's a bit of a threat.
Yeah.
So Todd gets exiled. He's visibly holding back tears, and then
he looks at the child.
He goes away, and then he goes in his wee cylinder to do a wee emo time.
Yeah.
And then he's just kind of slow motion. He's slow motion crying, listening to Linkin Park or whatever.
That's the thing. There's bits in this film where it just goes, right, we're gonna it's not filmed in slow motion. We're just gonna reduce the frame rate.
Yeah.
And they reduce the frame rate, and one of his tears coming down his face, and it's fucking terrible because everything else is the same. Everything else is in this pure horrible frame rate, and they do that 3 times throughout the film. And it's all these terror, and it's always a boring bit. It's always after
something that doesn't need slow-mo.
Exactly. It's not was it Snyder? Always fucking when someone goes to hit somebody, he does that bit in slow motion.
The arc bit.
The penultimate bit, a cool thing that's going to happen. And theirs, it's the cool thing happens, and then there's slow motion after the cool thing
like him coughing, going.
Exactly. Yeah. It's so boring.
Look how his back jerks when he coughs.
Whoa.
But
slow that down so the audience see that.
Wow, so real.
Yeah.
So. The parents basically get to a scene where the snake is back. Mate, the snakes are out of control in this film. The snake population.
Their own house as well.
The snake population is taken off so well. This is the perfect environment for snakes. They don't even have anything to feed off of.
I know.
Where are all the mice that they all you know what I mean? Where's the what? No, but they bite them. They don't eat them. So it's what's the predator food chain?
I know.
Or unless rats or something. But anyway, that's for another podcast.
That's for the sequel.
So
it's they're sleeping, and Macy's sleeping with his wife, and the snake's coming up his chest. And by the way, I've read 2 contradictory things here. I read that it's a Thai viper, and it looks like a Thai viper, which is an extremely venomous snake.
Yeah.
But apparently, in the scenes where it's moving, which is fucking a bit fucked up, they've sewn its mouth shut. Don't know, but then there's another one that's saying that it's a boa constrictor. I'd be surprised if it was a boa constrictor because it's very small. So if that thing's on his chest, mate, I'd be fucking shit, going to get a scene done quickly.
That thing defanged? That's all you need to do.
I know.
Sew its mouth shut.
I know, it's a bit much, isn't it? So then he's sleeping, and it's slithering up his chest. And you see a hand grab the snake, but it looks like an adult's hand.
A giant man.
It's like a giant hand.
I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was going to be him.
I'm Kurtrussell.
Aye, so did I.
Just pure watching them, he let it slither up to his chest and then grab them.
But it's supposed to be the child, and the child's just beating the shit out of the snake.
Oh wait, let's see that. Wait, it's two pure not a 5-year-old's hands.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But he's also not hitting the snake. See when it shows it on the bed, he's just hitting the bed because he's obviously he's only fucking 2 years old. And he's not hitting the snake, but there's he's doing it. So the kid saves the fucking his dad.
He's learned
by using the methods of the soldier, of Kurtrussell, and then that clicks into the dad's brain, makes his brain going, we made a mistake.
Wait a minute.
What have we done?
We were wrong to question his weird teaching methods.
Exactly. Why is that enough to make
that undoes all the potential danger that his character.
Exactly. I'm gonna get him, sweetie. I gotta bring him back. Where are you going? It's that classic. He's getting ready. He's throwing a bag over his back. While she's standing at the door in a nightgown. Where are you going? Hurry back. Be safe.
Where are you going with that Balenciaga bag?
It's actually Vivian Westwood.
It's actually Michael Kors, Jean-Paul Gouvier. So they realise that Todd's okay because their child murdered the snake. And then, in front of them. And then, so they ask him to come back. And then Todd is so see when we last saw Todd, of him just staring into a wall. He's still staring at a wall.
Exactly, because that's what I felt in the full film. They don't look like they would be able to survive in any environment. Yeah. They literally are just point shoot fucking weapons and that's it, nothing else. They're not being taught anything.
Because at this point in the background, that Lucius Malfoy's dad has been just basically going here, I'm going to get them on a test. Like, they've only been doing training, but let's actually get them to go through any random area, and then, like, Gary Busey, it's just like, what if the refugees? What if the refugees? And then, like, the guy's like, anybody that we didn't expect to be there is considered a hostile.
Yeah. And then he was saying, but they won't be there. Like, as if he's so sure that there's nobody.
Yeah, it's going to be clear.
Yeah.
It's going to be, this planet's going to have nothing on it.
Yeah. So what they plan on doing then? They say, like,
it's just meant to be like, see what the
sweep,
do a security sweep. Yeah. See how they go through a planet. I don't think that demonstrates nothing.
I know that someone made a good point in IMDb as well. They were like, why would these soldiers that cost so much money that are genetically enhanced be reduced to something like a security sweep
of an empty planet? Yeah.
Exactly. Mace gets to Kurt Russell, and a ship flies over their head. And they're basically like, oh my god, that's not one of the normal ships that fly over. And he starts waving at it, and Kurt Russell's like, no,
that's something else.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta get back to the colony. And then they roll out like 2 massive tanks that they paid obviously a lot of money for, and they've been shown for it the whole movie.
Yeah,
like just in the background.
And the ship is also rippling with guns.
Yeah, why is the ship got massive on massive stilts? Like, it's fucking so stupid. Like, it lands and it's got massive legs. like
it's a landing gear.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. No, it's so like you'd think there'd just be enough room for the landing ramp to come through.
Yeah,
instead of it just being on like big AT-AT legs or like fucking
the ship
Star
has to be able
Wars.
to land on a really spiky planet.
Exactly. but we get to the super soldiers are now all out in force. They're all in their pure top gear equipment.
They're in gas masks, even though there's oxygen.
Yeah, they're in hazmat suits despite there being no hazardous environment.
Always a flamethrower guy.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's a thing in the 90s.
Yeah, like flamethrowers have like the only reason a flamethrower was ever used was to be in trenches and then to like take out somebody that was in underground like little tunnel networks. It was meant to be like extremely close quarters, and then these guys are like in a field.
Yeah, I know why. Come closer. Come closer, my flamethrower.
Come closer so my gasoline can reach you.
Yeah.
So like Kane is still on active duty, but he's just in a command position, and he's got like one of those dead kind of like white looking eyes. So it's still perfect, the eye, but it's just a different colour. And he's got a big kind of like theatrical scar.
Yeah.
The settlers are like, whoa, a fucking ship, yes, like we're out of here. Little do they know.
Evil comes.
Evil comes in the form of super soldiers. So Todd and Mace are like, whoa, we need to get back. You need to get back to the settlement.
Mace, the best of friends.
We've always been friends, even though one of them has been physically emasculated by the other.
He taught my child to kill a snake.
Now he can fuck my wife.
Welcome to the adventures of Tom Snake. So they're like running, and they're trying to get back to like the settlement, and then the tanks like see that there's 2 people basically like running, and they go frets. Even though they've not got guns or anything, blah blah. So
anything's a hostile, mate.
Yeah, instead of like shooting, they just open fire like massive missiles and these big turrets.
Machine guns, and it's like these guys are meant to be like the best of the best. Like they got like a 99% like accuracy thing on like shooting stuff with a handheld weapon, and then when they've got a machine weapon, it doesn't have to do any recoil. They miss them.
Yeah, that's a good
and then
point.
they finally hit another rocket. That Kane is shooting like the big fucking rockets.
Yeah.
Mace gets his leg blown off.
After he does a somersault.
Yeah, he does a somersault.
With 2 legs.
With 2 legs. Then lands. That leg's gone. What a miss!
I should have done it somersault. It's not the explosion.
I knew looking. I just wanted.
Flies off the bone.
I just wanted to look cool in front of you, Todd, because you make me feel so shit about myself.
My child so much.
Because I could do like a max of 10 push-ups.
She's got like no leg, and it's like, oh my god, and the effect is basically just like a red loincloth basically over his limb. Basically like he's got no leg. He's like, I'm not gonna make it.
It's too late. I've lost too much blood.
And then the scarf comes back into play. He wraps the scarf around it, and the guy goes to like scream, and he like puts his hand
in the guy's mouth to bite down on. So Todd's just kind of so like, cool. I don't feel pain enough.
So he is shoving a rope into Mace's mouth. And he's trying to like thing his wound up basically because his whole leg's fucking gone, and Mace is like, I'm not gonna make it, I've lost too much blood.
Like, oh my god, where are they gonna go?
And then the tanks just like roll right past them.
Oh, they confirm
daylight.
They're the worst super soldiers ever.
I know,
because they confirm kills without any bodies.
Oh yeah, he says kill confirmed, and like, what are you talking about? There's not, like, whatever you were using to scan should still be able to scan that were there.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
they're still there.
There should be like some thermal vision thing or anything, but and anything that annoys me is that they were like afraid of anyone asking questions when Todd and friends were killed, and so they had to like dispose of the bodies. But then they're like totally cool with a planet that might have people on it getting genocided.
Oh yeah,
like that's easier to cover up than 3 bodies.
Aye, that's something I kind of missed as well. Like they say like they're settlers, so then they're like they should be it's like they should be protected.
Yeah, they're civilians.
They should be protected. It's like what
anybody.
What is the world? They've not really told us the world that's been created.
Well, it's maybe the Blade Runner universe.
I know, but they've not said it. They've not said like,
this is the Blade Runner universe. We don't care about anything.
Like a wee bit of text at the front saying like, Earth was unhospitable or some shit
Yeah,
like that. There's
yeah.
settlers on different planets and they're all scared. And the point of the soldiers to win wars, but bring settlers.
Even
to it.
Cyborg had a shit voiceover that kind of described what happened.
Exactly. It's like, right, you know they're settlers. Why are they the military? They're not the military. Why do they want to? Some say the settlers and other guys going fuck them. He literally says at one point, he goes fuck them.
Yeah.
Was it Malfoy's dad?
Aye.
Yeah. And it's like just kill all the civilians, and it's like, what is the point of your job? Like, to win what wars?
Oh, like what?
Wars against what?
Yeah, and then
for who?
And I
so
is it, what is this? Like what is
are we
it?
doing?
What's the victory?
Exactly.
What's it? What would you consider a success?
Just killing settlers.
What's the criterion for this being a successful mission?
Yeah, exactly.
So like
is
super
there a
soldier.
base of operations as well? Like, is there a place where are they always just on these ships?
They seem to all act. They see branches of the military. They seem to act really independently. There's no real central command.
No,
it's just the commanding officers
again.
Who are like
because
both at odds with.
Central command, there'd be a central like objective, and there isn't one.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't know what they're doing.
There would be an actual plot we could follow.
It's basically just soldiers roaming about.
Yeah.
Them testing out what they can do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like playing with a toy. What can this do?
Well, oh wow, he backflipped. They killed that guy.
He just walked past that guy. Thought he was dead and wasn't.
What a loser. But then we get to like
my favourite.
Mace dies.
Yeah.
So Todd can now safely fuck his wife.
Yeah, nice.
In the future.
Yes. The main character.
Yes.
Winning.
Kurtrussell wins again.
But can we talk about my favourite scene, which is the 2 tanks are rolling up to the settlement,
and
Mrs.
Doyle.
Mrs. Doyle's like, I'm going to go speak to them. I
have to speak to
I'm
them.
going to go use words. Would you like to come in for a cup of tea?
Tea, soldier.
So Mrs. Doyle goes up to the top and goes, I'm going to speak to them, and she just doesn't say anything. She just looks at them and goes, oh God. And then she
God help us.
Yeah,
Then just get fucking direct impact RPG'd.
I hits her and takes her like 40 feet back and
Yeah.
then blows up. It's fucking brilliant.
It's so
like,
fucking stupid.
It looks so stupid. Like she's clearly getting obviously pulled back with strings.
I think
oh
God
she
help
doesn't
us.
speak to them. She doesn't say anything. She just gets fucking.
Maybe if they see my face, it'll be cool.
Aye, so she's dead. So then they start opening fire.
The settlers are all like, right, let's fucking take these guys out with our single fire guns.
Yeah, exactly.
Make no dent. We get a wee shot of Jimmy Pig.
Yeah, and they start like invading basically the settlement with the gas.
We get the classic like boot on the ground kind of thing.
Yeah, silver bit.
Yeah.
Because they're on a different planet.
Belongs in a heavy metal club somewhere.
Yeah. And they start getting shot at and not piercing that armour. But later on, Kurt Russell shoots the same fucking guns and he's piercing their armour.
Yeah, because he's got plot main character armour.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But so they get 3 guys to do this settlement. They've got a whole platoon of super soldiers. But let's send 3 and then get Busey like just goes like.
Up like
3 men against 50 guys. Let's get it. Impossible.
How do they know it's 50 guys? At no point did they establish it.
Yeah, they don't have any reconnaissance tools or anything. They just have guys walking
about.
Mention
it.
Yeah.
As if they've done that, cut it out, they've cut it out and shit.
Oh, you'd think any special.
I'm watching going, that doesn't make sense.
Like any special forces have to get some kind of intel. These guys have nothing.
Yeah.
And then it's just pure stupid, horrible bit. What is it that happens? So like.
They get the old soldiers.
The old veterans are like Riley. So he's like the black guy that's like Todd's friend. I get the closest to Todd. This was never established.
Literally sleeps beside him.
That's how close they are. That's the extent of their friendship. So we're clearly brothers.
Todd and friends.
Todd and Riley, and then dead friends. But then
used to be Mace. Tack and Riley.
Kane's there, but he isn't there.
He's a dick.
But like, that Riley goes, "Sir, will we get weapons?" Like, because they're getting like tasked with basically being the bitch squad that like kind of kind of see what the damage was after.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "You're not a soldier." Wait, what is it? It says, "Only soldiers get weapons, Riley. You don't even have to salute." And then Riley's like,
so he starts greeting.
He's like, cool.
My whole life.
Cool. I was like raised from birth to be a soldier, but you okay? That's fine.
That's fine. I don't care. It's fine.
The woman pure like revels in telling him that.
I know. It's such a weird comment. Like, it's so unnecessary. You basically just needed to show that they've been reduced to like maintenance, basically now.
And then Todd goes like drops into the settlement.
Yeah.
And
slits someone's throat. Yeah, it's such an unnecessary. Like you're like, oh, we realise we've not made any jokes.
Yeah.
Movie. We need to make some sort of joke.
So he drops down from where he was looking down at the Christmas party when he had PTSD.
And then when he needed space, time to think.
But then he jumps down, slits the guy's throat, and then the guy who was a dick to him goes like he sees him like loaded. He sees him like loaded and goes, You need any help, partner? Yeah. And then Todd does a slow-mo turn around. It's such a terrible turn. It's such a weird camera. Look because he kind of does it like kind of creepily. What was that?
Yeah, he just loads a gun. Like that's his response is no mate, I'm alright. No sir. And
he just kind of he doesn't even say it. He just like loads the gun.
I know.
And then the guy's like, okay, I guess I'm shit.
I was trying to find out where I know the actor from, and then I remember.
What?
Do you remember Austin Powers when he gets assassinated? And she goes, "Time to die, Powers."
Yeah.
He's the guy that throws the bazooka.
Really?
Time to use the bazooka. And he's the one that he's got like a top hat, and he's at the 70s party, disco party. And he's the one that fires the machine gun, then he uses the bazooka while they're falling.
Oh, right,
he's like, "Why won't you die?"
Okay.
That's him, mate.
Wow, look how far he's come.
And I think he, at one point as well, he throws a knife. He's the one that throws a knife to stab Mini-Me or something like that at one point.
Oh, right, okay.
So funny, mate. I was like, I know his face for something, man, because he's pure stupid looking.
Thank God we found out.
Yeah, I know. Woman is shouting to the children, "Get to the bedroom." And you see like the windows getting smashed. It's like, fuck, they're in the bedroom. Get under the bed. And the guys are exclusively using flamethrowers. Yeah, and they're just like approaching slowly. And then this is like one of the most stupid scenes in the whole movie. The mad flamethrower guy like turns and everyone's around the corner staring at him. They're not staring at him as if they're getting a family photo. Yeah. Like the killer, and then it's like it just slowly reveals, like if it just pans a wee bit more, it reveals that Kurtrussell's standing beside him with a fucking RPG. Just at ready, it's like, you know what I want to do? This guy's like 3 meters away. Blast him with an explosive. With children, and it's like a fucking 4x4 room. Yeah. Let's hope he goes out the window and doesn't explode and this fucking kills us all. Yeah. So then, don't worry, I'm a soldier. Yeah, let's zoom in on that. Then in his deadpan face. Yeah, and he's like, I better reload this RPG and use it on the guy outside. And then the other guy, they all have heavy weapons. I know. They started off with assault rifles, and then they all have like flamethrowers, and then this guy like opens up with a minigun. Yeah. Not aiming at anything. He destroys the bread, the CDs, the cups. Not the cups. Exactly, destroys all the things they hold valuable. Like, it just shows like bread getting shot up. It shows cups. Yeah, shows CDs getting shot up and books getting shot up. It's like, no, this is everything we have. One thing I like though is Kurtrussell like runs away and just leaves everybody else to deal with all this fire. My cups. It's the same wee kid just crying all the time, cowering. Cutting back to it. No, Iceland. The Iceland symbol and the plane fuselage gets fucking destroyed. He's gun jams, and then fucking class like Kurtrussell like kicks opens the door, the airplane fucking door, like the stairs, and shoots out an RPG, hits a propeller, the propeller impales the guy. Yeah, but it hits the propeller face on, and it stabs the guy's side on. Yeah. He's like, I'm in the perfect angle. The parabolas of these things would be fucking nuts to work out. Just hit the guy with an RPG, mate. Yeah. Like, you're looking right at him. Just fucking RPG him. Shoot him. All the area around him. No, I must hit this object to hit him. I need to use my environment. Yeah, exactly. So you got a walkie-talkie and he just puts it to his throat. Because it's one of those voice walkie-talkie. He just starts growling at him, and then that Kane hears it and he's like, so weird. What the hell? Yeah. And he's like, Malfoy's dad's like, a growl? what do you mean a growl? He said, well, sir, I asked him to repeat what he heard, and he made a growling noise. I was like, why?
He said throat
why
noise.
Are we this? Why
I know,
are we
like
seeing
needless dialogue.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that Malfoy's dad just keeps on like fucking straightening his tie and everything all the time.
He's flustered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. He starts just getting pure. Like everyone's like, maybe we should withdraw, whatever. We should do. And then he goes like, absolutely not. The bastards are just waiting for us. No wonder they won.
Yeah, basically, my daddy says to get the job done.
My daddy says when you want to insert a nail in a piece of wood, you don't do anything fancy or glamorous. Just take the damn hammer and son of a bitch. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's basically just going, let's get the job done. He's like, well, that's what we've been trying the whole time to do.
Stop speaking in vicarious analogies for your fucking dead father.
Yeah, he's like, get over it, he's dead. So basically he goes, we need to pull the men back and shoot from a distance, basically, and we'll kill them all then. And he's like, right, okay, let's fucking just do that then. So he withdraws the men. And then that gives kind of this settlement chance to kind of go like, what the fuck happened, and dragging all the dead bodies, and everyone's like, ah. So Kurt Russell's basically then taking that moment to kind of prepare for battle.
Mm-hmm.
So he's getting all the guns and all the hanging. She's and then the wife woman's like,
Sandra, that's her name. Sandra.
Sandra's like, what are you going to do? He's like, I'm going to kill them, sir. And he's like, but there's like somehow they know there's 17 of them or something left, and she's like, you can't kill. She's like, what are you going to do at 17? One against 17 men. He goes, I'll kill them all.
He just keeps loading weapons all the time. There's so many weapons to load.
Then he has paint to put on his face.
Yeah, and like
why is he putting paint on his face? Where do they get it from? These are the questions must be asked.
So why are you not training us? And then like they're just witnessing his awesome prep routine of using face paint, and then and then like Thor's reasoning for not training the settlers is that soldiers deserve soldiers, sir.
Yeah,
and it's
I
like,
don't
what?
mind that. Don't mind that. I actually don't mind that. Like, that's stupid reasoning. Basically saying a soldier deserves to be killed by another soldier.
Oh, it's like, yeah, honour.
Basically honour and all that shit.
But then like
that probably wasn't drilled into him.
Yeah, that's his own personal kind of like. This is the first time he's had exactly. Now he is, thanks to the settlers and snakes.
God.
So like there's flames somehow behind him,
yep.
And he walks out and he's got all his gear. This is like the walkout moment.
Music kicks in,
and like, everybody's just looking at him, pure gobsmacked. Like he is awesome.
And then what are they all doing at this time?
They're not different. They're just admiring how amazing he is.
And then when he's out killing all these cunts, it's like, what the fuck were the settlers doing? They're just fucking watching from a distance.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, he's so great.
Yeah.
I can't wait for him to impregnate every woman here.
So they pull back, and then like the military pull back, and they're supposed to like blow up the fucking settlement, but like they just don't do it. Like he just heads out and starts taking them out. And
then like Malfoy seems to. It sounds like he's ordering babies. Just like the way how they can't think for themselves. Like there's no. Like the whole point of soldiers meant to be I follow on orders, but you're meant to be able to react in the moment, not pure wait for everything to be spoon fed into like what action. Like
I breathe.
Yeah.
Remember to blink.
Remember to keep your blood flowing.
Yeah, exactly. So he starts taking them out, and we started counting it, and someone counted it up, and it was 17 soldiers to kill, but he somehow managed to kill 24. He's that good.
He makes more enemies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he starts killing some of the settlers. It used to be 24.
I need an even number.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really anal like that.
But like,
what were they flares for? It wasn't dark. Like it's not. You can see things. They start shooting like
drama.
It's just to reveal that he's hiding in a corner at one point. That's all it is. So they all split up.
All the soldiers are like going back. They're like, right, we're gonna fucking find Todd and sort him out. I get that beautiful Balenciaga coat that he has. So the first guy's like looking down at this wee pit, and he sees a pit of snakes. Yep. And then Todd's just like,
that's where they all keep going.
And it throws him into the snake pit. Yeah. And this guy looks fully suited up, but he's got a mask. He's
goggles, his
skin's covered. And then this snake pit, yet again, the snake population's fucking out of control. Yeah, it's fucking wild how many there are.
Only the one green one seems to manage to get his way into
the
settlement every time.
Aye,
damn, those green ones.
Those green ones, they're so sneaky and green. So then we're cutting to the next guy. So we're just essentially following.
Desert planet, by the way.
Yeah, there's water somehow.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of. He's following every kind of cliche sequence of like one guy versus
Rambo.
everybody.
Just basically copying Rambo.
Yeah. Well, everybody starts doing it. You take out one guy, and it's like, oh, where is he now?
Yeah.
So like there's guys
From
like,
the darkness.
but well, there's guys in the water, and you kind of see the water bubbling at one point. And you're like,
Yeah.
right, clearly he's there.
Yep.
But then it cuts, and then the flare comes and kind of lights up, and then you just see Todd there, and he just stabs the guy in the eye. He's like, yeah!
Stabs him like he's handing someone a remote. Doesn't stab him with like a clenched fist. He stabs him with like his fingers pointing down the way.
There's like no power behind it to pierce like armour.
Exactly. It's such a weird, like you're handing someone a piece of paper. It's such a weird stabbing move.
Oh, it's so funny, mate.
And then we get the bit where it's like, obviously we're waiting on it, it's him coming out of the water to shoot somebody. So the flamethrower guy decides I'm gonna light this water on fire.
Yeah.
So he starts just blasting the water for some reason.
You can't fight water with fire. I mean,
yeah. You fight fire with fire. So he starts just blasting it, and then fucking your main man comes out the water and starts shooting them.
Erupts out the water with a minigun, by the way.
They fuck it up, man. They fuck it up. It's in reverse. They've played it in reverse. There's no water coming off him when he comes out the water. So he's obviously shot and then it went underwater, and they're like, yeah, we're going to trick the audience and play it in reverse so it looks like he's come out the water, but he doesn't.
Probably because the blanks wouldn't have fired like after he was in the water.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's completely dry, there's no water coming off.
Yeah, right, good point. Very, very observant of you.
No, I read it, someone else pointed it.
Alright.
So it's in reverse, like his hair's flat. When he's in the water and he comes out the water, his hair's standing up.
Right, okay.
Like,
okay.
It's so stupid.
Either way, hiding underwater with a minigun seems like a fucking dumb idea to me.
Yeah, I did hope that when you come out it'll work.
But I just play Warzone, what do I know?
So then they start getting tanned, and they all start running, and these bullets, mate, there's somebody shooting in this like broken down plane, and all the soldiers just like getting in the middle of the firing line. They'll just like run into this firing line. You figure out, oh, he set up a dead body to shoot. Mm-hmm. But the dead body takes out like 4 guys.
I mean, it's like nuts.
Bad.
Yeah, so after he does his mad ambushing sequence and all that, he sets up the most incredibly accurate dummy.
I know.
It's like and it's a guy. It's a dead body.
I know.
That's got 2 fucking wee Uzis in his hand.
And strings.
And wee strings, and it's like, and it's just like what?
But they just run into the firing line. The soldiers that are expertly trained.
You're meant to like, okay, I don't fucking do any military tactics. The whole thing you're meant to do is both these go in 2 different directions and then circle, and then they're like, no, let's run directly towards the muzzle fire. It's just so nuts, mate.
I'll never expect that.
Yeah, exactly. They'll get scared and run away.
Yeah. And then the storm's coming because he knows Kurt Russell has been on this planet. Mm-hmm. He has experience. This is where the experience comes in.
Yeah.
Use the environment to his advantage. And then basically he like clips himself onto the poles that we'd set up so people can move about. There's like a safety line that the settlers have put out, which is actually not bad. It's quite a good idea. And it's basically poles with like yes, well done, settlers, well done. And it's kind of like a security line, and basically you can hold on to it when the fucking storm hits unexpectedly. And he like clips himself onto it, but all the soldiers don't know this is going to harm, so they'll get fucking blown away, and then one gets like impaled by a cross. It was a grave.
It's so funny as well because the whole time Lucius Malfoy's dad's just pure stressing. He's like got his hand in it.
Stop being stressed. He's like, I'm not stressed.
Like, what is it he says? Like, maybe you should have made him smart instead of like strong or whatever. And then he's pure like, fuck, he's right. Oh my god.
How are they seeing any of this? There's no monitors. How are they seeing any of this? They're just hearing that they're getting killed or something.
It's all here. I think that's it. They just see the blip off, like not talking anymore.
Yeah, the heart thing. Mm-hmm. So then it's like there's still like 2 tanks still kicking about, but even though he's taking out a few of them, and a guy at the top of the tank is in a turret, gets shot in the chest, and Kurt Russell comes from the ceiling. How did he shoot him in the chest when he's coming from directly above him?
It's like, how the fuck did Kurt Russell get up there? Yeah, how did he get up there?
But how's he shooting him in the chest like that, and he's above him? Like, it's stupid.
He's that experienced. Yeah. But then, like, it just gets to the bit where, so he's in this ridiculous fucking impossible to reach vantage point, and then he just drops straight vertical 20 feet, no problem. Like no problem, any problem, no problem.
What me doing?
But like, and he just grenade drops into the tank. Yeah, but it's just the way that it's just nuts how it's like. How did you jump down? How did you land that? I know you're meant to not be enhanced. Like you're just meant to be. As you said, and there's a bit.
It's actually a greater distance than where those guys at the start fell off the fucking metal ropes.
He's overcame death.
Yeah, who all just fell and died. But so he takes out 1 tank. but he blows up inside the tank and then uses the tank, drives the tank. That's what I
Right,
don't get. He blows up
right.
the fucking tank.
Was it another one?
There's only 2 tanks.
Right,
I know.
okay.
So later on, like 5 minutes fucking time, he takes over a tank and rides it into Kane's tank, which is fucking so stupid. Like I know it's fucking I don't know what the fuck's going on. They're all over the place in this fucking movie. So Kane again, this is like the guy,
the command,
Gary Busey
the lead
smart.
baddie.
Yeah, but Gary Busey said you should have made him smart, and it's like clearly Kurt Russell's on the fucking radio,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like giving responses like the normal responses he would be given if he was still one of the soldiers.
Yeah, like
And they're all
affirmative.
just, and because they're all just like pure fucking androids, they're all just responding, going cool, then everything's fine over
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
But it's clearly like his voice.
Uh-huh.
Like it's clearly not the same voice you were hearing a minute ago.
Yeah, you'd think
So
if
he's
you'd been
somebody different.
if you'd been raised with a squadron of guys,
Yeah.
you kind of go, wait a minute, that's not fucking Jave.
Yeah,
Jave.
Yeah. Jave, that's a name.
That's not Jave.
Jave and friends.
That's not
Jave
Chloe.
and friends. They love Todd, but Todd's not friends.
But Todd's not a friend. So,
So,
Todd steals
Kane's
this
like,
big.
you're fucking heading right towards me. Change.
Aye,
like,
don't you realise you're in red towards me? He's like, affirmative.
It's like changed to 9 o'clock, and it's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
You'd think you'd have like some kind of thing, like, you know, to make sure if a unit wasn't compromised, some kind of fucking code word.
Yeah, I
Like-
know, aye, true, aye.
Like even, what was it? World,
It changes all the time.
yeah, like in World War Two, what was it? Fucking lightning, thunder.
Ah, right, okay,
That was a big thing for the US. You
Oh, was
shouted lightning, and then the other guy shouts thunder, and it's alright,
Right.
fuck.
I know you.
That guy is,
Yeah.
like,
he's part of the code.
He's part of the code.
What's
That was in Saving Private Ryan, everyone.
the Butters episode where Cartman's in the suit?
Osimo.
Osimo.
Osimo,
He's
3000.
like changed to 9 o'clock. He's like Osimo responds, yes, he will turn that way. I'm definitely not Kurt Russell in this suit. Like, so stupid. That's like the response as he comes. Like, definitely, he's like, yep, definitely doing it.
Affirmative, I know. You're kidding me, yes.
Yes, no, that's not me.
So
Mate, it's stupid as fuck. So
it
Kane
crashes
gets-
in a cane in
you
the
get-
side.
But like, you know, like you're in a car crash, you see the car like rolling or tumbling or smashing about, and then you see the guy with a bit. They just ask Kane to like go like that
And
inside
smash his
inside a
head.
Static, yeah, but he's inside a static tank.
So he's like
so it's just him
having like a
Aye,
seizure.
yeah, it just looks so stupid. It's like at least move the tank.
Yeah,
a bit,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it shows that the tank didn't get hit.
Everything's stable but him.
Aye, yeah, exactly. So then Malfoy's dad is like having a wee hissy fit.
He's pure freaking
But
out.
Pen isn't going the way
And
I
everyone's like, and he goes, here, don't freak out. He's like, I'm not freaking out.
And then Paul Anderson goes, you know what we need? The director, we need another slow motion scene. A water droplet hitting a leaf.
I want to drop it. Not
In
slow
a
motion,
desert, and
just a slow frame rate, so it
Yeah.
starts raining at this
Yeah,
point.
aye.
Obviously, after
Whoa,
you know,
the
Kane,
droplet was to let us know it's starting raining.
the beginning of an environmental
Yeah.
change. So Kane is like being like, whoa, what the fuck, man? Everyone's dead. Holy shit! And then he's
My
kind of
leg's
like,
fucked or
aye,
something.
my leg's
Doesn't
fucked.
Show you how it's fucked.
I don't know what happened to him, but he's like kind of dragging himself over, and he finds a med kit,
Yeah.
and then it's just full of steroids.
Yeah, I know what his pills and an
Injects a
A vague
syringe that has
injection.
like a 3-tier injection system. Then he takes a whole capsule of steroid,
Yeah.
anabolic pill steroids,
Yeah.
and then he just kind of starts going like, oh, yeah, like,
I'm back.
I'm back and I'm not bleeding anymore.
Yeah. So then Malfoy's dad just decides that you know what we'll do, we'll just nuke the planet.
Yeah.
Because like
Because
this
it's like,
mission's been on this training exercise.
he's like, but he goes like, oh,
So we lost all our men to a training exercise.
if it says, it goes like, then we'll win, and it's like,
Yeah, no, it
it's
says boom, we win.
boom, we
What a
win. It's like,
terrible
what do you mean we win? There was never an
I
opposition.
know.
It was just
it's a
training exercise.
Mate, it's funny. It's so fucking funny.
So funny, but fucking
So then she's talking to all the children, going, "Being brave is
when you're scared.
Yeah.
You can't be brave when you're scared."
Yeah.
And you just see Boots kind of walking
Yeah.
towards them.
Okay,
It's like,
children,
oh,
we're all
fuck.
gonna die now.
Okay, kids, be brave. But like she comes up and she's kind of like, "Oh fuck, what the fuck's going on? Oh shit! I need to do everything I can to defend these kids."
Yeah.
And then she's looking
I'm
about.
just a 90s woman.
Aye.
You don't understand.
I'm just a 90s woman.
White man are writing my dialogue. My character development's by a white man.
God, I hope Todd's abs are okay. And it's the same pure scared child at the
You
front.
know that cunt?
What?
We know that cunt.
What? Did you go to school with him or something?
No, He's in Malcolm in the Middle. He's one of the geeks in Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, right,
That
okay.
hangs around with the wheelchair kid and that.
Right,
He's one of
right,
them.
okay.
So then it reveals it's actually Kurt Russell that's came back to the settlement. Going,
But
I killed
but doesn't say
23 men, even though I said I killed 17. But there's one left.
And one of them's you. But like he like grabs their arms just needlessly. He doesn't say, hey. So he comes out, he's carrying the kid.
Yeah.
And he's looking about at the environment, going like, ah, right, fucking figure out where to put these people.
Yeah.
And then he's like, shit, there's Kane. Oh my god, it's Kane, the guy that like I fought at the start, and he's like saying to all of them, right, get the fuck out of here, guys, go back.
Yeah.
And then Kane's just kind of like, right, you, fucking payback time.
Again, to highlight, there's no dialogue.
No, they don't say anything.
Dialogue. We are filling the dialogue.
Yeah.
Because it's just silence all the time.
We're giving everything to you right now. If you want to really watch this film, watch it along with us.
That was one of my favourite bits in the movie. It's like when they're about to do the face off and it's raining. For some reason, Kurt Russell shakes his head like a dog.
Gotta get this rain off me.
Fucking, I'm ready to fucking fuck this guy.
I'm ready to fuck this guy up and maybe kiss him a little. So
rip off his beautiful vest.
Rip off that thick vest that didn't get hurt in the crash.
Can't wait to show my Vivian Westwood coat.
My zero roid abs. So like this guy's just looking across at him, like and then Kane, and he's just pure like, and then he looks over at the settlers going away. Oh, yeah. And then like the woman Sandra like looks back, and then he's still like, looking up at him. Kurt Russell, he just shakes his head, going like that.
It's okay, man.
Yeah, no, he's like, nope, that ain't happening, baby.
She's nice.
Her husband just died. I get her first, so they start fighting.
I played the long game.
Exactly.
It's 40 minutes long.
They start fighting, and there's this weird block because like they're just both kind of, I don't know, testing strength at their block.
Oh
but,
yeah.
What was it that
show he's just as strong.
Yeah, but none of them ever kind of do a combo. They accept a blow for blow.
They just wait.
Yeah, and it's like
one punches one, he falls slightly to the ground, and he just waits on them getting up, and then he gets up and does the same thing to him.
And then Kane does like the pure dumbass like bad guy thing, who just starts like settling for throwing him against things and kicking him against things.
Durman nothing as well, right? He like kicks him against something, and a sign falls down. And just watches it hit his head.
It what was?
Yeah, like it makes sense if he was the one that got kicked into the thing, then it falls in his head. He's the one that's just done Kurt Russell.
And can see it.
He's completely aware of everything. He can move it the way and just waits on the sign.
Like, holy shit!
Yeah, I'm gonna stand still.
So like they're back into like trading blows, like blocking each other and then punching each other, and then like the elbow to the back of the head, and then Cade's just like he loves grabbing Todd by the hair, and obviously Todd can't do it because he's bald. So he throws him into like the helicopter, and he's just like.
Wait, what? What helicopter? Exactly. A helicopter is just lying about.
Just a helicopter. Yeah. So Kane's
don't worry about it.
Hi, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean
don't
anything.
Think about it too much. Yeah.
So like Kane's just pure beating the shit out of Todd at this point. Yeah. Like he's just staring at him. He just keeps staring at him. I know. Randomly. Yeah. And then like Todd looks down at some kind of weapon, and then Kane looks down at it. It's a bit of scrap. And then he looks back at Todd.
This is experience.
And then he goes to like pick up the thing, and then he's somehow strong enough to snap the rotor blade off of the fucking thing, and gauge that it's just far enough to slice a guy's stomach. Yeah. So
he reaches down for that weapon.
Yeah.
So he looked at the weapon to make Kane go for it.
Yeah.
Because he has experience.
He's so clever.
Whereas the other guy doesn't have experience.
And then like after that he sliced him, Kane settles for grabbing his head with one hand.
So what do you think was going to happen here?
I thought that once like the slice happened, that was it.
No, when Kane grabs.
Oh, I thought he was going to do the eye for an eye thing.
Exactly.
Plus his name's Kane, so it refers back to biblical kind of stuff.
He
just holds it. He just holds his head.
His eye.
Yeah, that oughta throw you down.
And then Kurt Russell somehow just like all of a sudden has extreme strength.
Yeah.
And just snaps his arm in half.
Yeah.
He's basically.
If I use opposing forces, I can break his forearm.
Yeah, which by the way is a fucking great effect because it looks like he actually snaps.
Yeah.
Fucking like it's proper look away. Like he snapped his fucking arm. It doesn't look anyway like a fucking like a fake arm or a dummy thing. It fucking looks good. Man.
And then he does his double-handed punch.
What's that about?
I don't know. It's
so
because as a child you're always like, does it work?
Like, I want to try that thing. That looks cool. We need to phone up. We need to get him on. We need to get him on. I've been trying to get him on.
We need to find UFC fighters.
No, Kurt Russell. We need to get Kurt Russell on and see if he knows it. Does it work?
Well, it goes back to the original bit where he gets him into like the chokehold, the full chokehold, and then like
time, he's
and then
taking no chances.
and his face screws up, like he's getting emotional, and he just fucking snaps Kane's neck.
I thought that was a bit odd as
And
well.
I thought it would have been a bit more climax. It was a bit of anticlimax, I felt.
It was, but I
Then we get
understand the pause of emotion as well, like because he's changed now. But like you've killed everyone else. Man. What difference does this make?
What did this guy? This guy was.
The most.
This guy killed your two best buddies.
Your best buddies.
And then
friends.
you see Riley with the mad kind of whatever squad, the after squad.
Yeah.
And then they're all just like, fuck, there's kids here. And
all the main characters survive, and the kids.
And then it pans over to like Todd, and Riley's just like,
Mr. Ryan.
no, they reunite, and then this is how they reunite. Stare at each other for a few seconds, then a wordless salute.
Yeah,
and then that's it.
But all the soldiers salute Todd first.
Yeah.
That's when it's like,
my God, he's awesome.
He's still respected. He's in charge now.
It would be funny if
like they could have stopped detonating that device at that point.
Yeah.
They're standing inside the device. So then they take that's when
cuts back to Gary Busey and fucking Malfoy's there.
And he's like telling Gary Busey what he really thinks. He's gonna fucking ridiculous.
He's like, we're leaving them. It's like, let's give him 7 minutes. He's like, nah, fuck that, we're leaving. And he's just
7
like,
minutes, such a random number. What the fuck? Just say, let's give him another chance.
Yeah,
like
10 minutes. Come on, let's get a nice round number.
7 minutes.
7 minutes precisely.
Yeah.
Boop.
And he goes.
Boop.
He actually says, "Fuck him, let's go."
Yeah, fuck him, let's go. I'm from West Point.
He's so out of character. Fuck him, let's go. This character would talk like that.
And then the Gary Busey's just like, I've had enough of your fuck. I had enough of your shit. And then he just stands up and then immediately like this is like
he says, "Don't turn away from me, like you shivering little fucking shit."
You West Point piece of shit. And then like the guy, this is the first real confrontation they've had, and then the guy immediately responds with a fucking point blank shot with his pistol.
It's a Magnum.
Oh really?
Aye, but it doesn't make sense as well. It's like it's supposed to be like this futuristic world, and he's got like one of the oldest fucking guns.
And also one of probably the least kind of pragmatic handguns in war.
To use using a spaceship. Yeah, like, it's so fucking dodgy.
It's like what is it? A fucking.
If that bullet goes right through him and fucking pierces the hull.
You're not flying anywhere.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Hits a control panel.
So the soldiers come on and take over.
Like Todd's soldiers now apparently.
Todd
friends. But like Todd's like there.
Not there.
He's not
and
there.
Reveals he's there in an elevator for some fucking reason.
Yeah, the soldiers are like taking him. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then they take Malfoy's dad into an elevator, and then Todd's there.
No, you're dead. No.
And he's like, oh God.
He pisses his pants.
He's like, please. And then like Todd's just doing his mad Kurt Russell stare.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh God, I've pissed myself. Look, it's all yellow. And he looks back off.
So yellow. Do you know that was improvised? How stupid is that? It was just pineapple juice on set, and they went, what if he pisses himself? No, he's a military fucking like commander. Why is he pissing himself? Get the fuck, like,
because he's so unworthy.
Stupid. Like, and then like fucking Kurt Russell again. No one's saying it.
Yeah, it's all wordless.
No one's but it's all wordless. Like I was going to say, Kurt Russell says take him away, but he doesn't. He just gets taken away.
Kurt Russell does try to get a few. He gets a few digs in, like through the after he crashes into them with the APC.
Yeah.
He goes, "Your soldiers are obsolete," and then it's just like that's probably all the rage he's felt, and he's managed to express it through those like shit lines.
Like, oh, fucking yes.
Yeah.
Like when your mic's still on.
Yes, I did it. I knew I could do it.
I knew I just needed to believe in myself. Tan friends, go.
Tan friends, ho.
So they're pure like green because it's a wee bit harsh that so there's another woman.
Because they're the command mate, they're not part of the creed.
I know, but they've been alright.
Well, she did make fun of Riley for not being a soldier anymore.
I guess fuck him.
And then the other guys kind of were okay with their CEO just getting pure blown away. They didn't fucking
resist.
resist.
Just constantly on the radio.
Yeah.
It was telling us everything that was happening. He gets papped out. So Malfoy's dad. and then they get to the detonation device and goes, wait, we have to start this. We've got 15
We
seconds.
gotta do, and then it's like the woman goes and she's like trying to disarm it. She goes, oh god, I can't remember if it's 7 or 6. And then the guy's like, get out of the way, and he doesn't even know himself, and he just pushes the 7 randomly. She's like, you don't know what you're doing, and he pushes it.
Smug.
And he's like, I done it. Wait a minute, what?
The whole wing blows up. But like, why does she know the sequence? Like, why does she know the sequence? Of and why is only 2 numbers? The sequence is 6 and 7. She's like, it's 67 or it's 76. I'm not.
I think it was like, it was just, I don't know if this number is 6 or it's a 7.
No, she says that it's 67, as in 67, or it's 76.
I think it ends in that.
Oh right.
So it's not that.
Oh, press it now.
So mate, I've played Warzone.
You know what I mean? Was it deactivated many times? CGI shite in the fucking ship.
Yeah.
The thing blows up, and then all the settlers are on. And it didn't. At no point did it show you them go on board.
Yeah, it was children at first.
But it didn't show you them go on the ship.
Yeah. Well, I think it was all meant to happen off camera while Gary Busey was getting shot. Gary Busey getting fucked. So like Sandra's pure accepted her husband's death. She's like, I guess Todd's just gonna fucking be my man now.
I know. It's my wife there.
It gets to this. It was a weird scene.
Oh mate.
But like the wee kid Nathan. Yeah, like the wee kid Nathan like walks into the kind of command area where like all the soldiers are.
The pilot bit.
And then like Todd in his minimal fucking like no, he doesn't even say anything. He does say something. He goes like, here. And they go, yes, sir.
Yeah, he just points at him.
Said course to the Trinity Mills.
Yeah.
And then they pure turn round like robots and look at the child.
They're like, we've never seen a child before, except we were children. What is that?
The wee kid puts his arms out for Todd to pick him up.
Yeah.
And then Todd
should know what that means.
Yeah, Todd walks up to him and he's just pure like...
I thought he was going to shake his hand.
Well done, Nathan.
Yeah, I thought he was picked up, but it looks like he wants to shake his hand.
And he goes,
wait. With one arm. It's really odd.
It's like so funny though, because then all the soldiers all kind of like all the soldiers so like react and are like, what the fuck? Yeah. Mind blown. And then it's like that lasts for like albeit
and he
a
just
bit of brief.
Like goes like shit, whatever, like shit.
Whatever.
Just like, this is the way things are. And they're just all like,
guess my dad, but then like they all kind of look at each other, then go back to it, like nothing happened.
Back to work. Exactly.
And then Todd just randomly, no explanation, he briefly points out at the window, and then like apparently they've managed to get so far out in space that they can see the galaxy. They can see like this is shit that a telescope picks up, and apparently they can see it out.
It's also rotating, and apparently it takes like millions of years to rotate.
Yeah,
it's rotating in seconds, which is like just have the galaxy like there. Like someone's rotating.
I thought at first it was like a hollow screen.
Right.
But it's just him pointing at the window, like his sights.
It's actually there.
It was just, alright, here's a cool display. No, he's just looking at a window.
And then, the end.
That's the end of the film, guys.
Did you enjoy it? No! It was fucking so bad.
Oh, it was. It wasn't that great a film, but I remember it as a child being much cooler.
I didn't, I was never a kurtrussell man. It was, I guess his film.
I just remember that film for some reason. Oh, yeah, but that was back in here in the UK. Yeah. Channel 5 was what we grew up with, because you had to be making the big bucks if you had more than the 5 channels before you were fucking 10 years old. Yeah,
exactly. I'm going to try it. So this was written in 1983. Clint Eastwood loved the script.
And Clint Eastwood would have done something better with it.
I know, I thought that too. And Stallone was tied to it for like a long period of time, and then it took 15 years to get it made. And my God, it was worth it. And they all obviously lost interest over like that period of time, basically. But do you know what I read as well? Like, see, because this is like 1988, this came out. 98, aye. Kurt Russell done obviously like quite a few decent films by that point. He'd done all his famous ones like the Escape ones, and then fucking Little Trouble in Little China. There's so many fucking like Easter eggs like of every movie he ever done in the fucking film.
And
so see like, Scrapyards, there's like hundreds of things that are just relating to all his movies. I feel like they just basically just went like a pure ego trip, like a montage to you. Like
you're awesome, Kurt.
Yeah, like, it's just so over the top. The wars, every war that you see, it says like the wars that he was in.
Yeah.
All the wars are references to like his movies or the director, the writer, sorry, the like Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Like you get Easter eggs in films, but fuck me, man, like this film's just like covered in them.
Dripping in Kurt Russell's ego.
Oh, that was a fucking great thing. So they filmed all the standing, sitting and lying down scenes first because apparently on set he tripped over an ornamental cabbage. What does that mean? What is an ornamental cabbage? I don't understand what that is.
We don't have the budget for fresh What?
He broke his ankle on it in set, and it was a part. They tried to cover up and said that he was doing a stunt and broke his ankle because it's pure embarrassing how he broke his ankle.
Right.
So he rested for a week and then came back and did all the stand. That's why he's standing still fucking all the time, and he's lying down fucking quite a lot of it. And then the action films that when he healed his ankle, he did it then. Basically.
Fuck's sake.
It's mad, isn't it?
I mean, actors are so fucking fragile.
I know. Do you know he never done anything but this for 18 months? This was the only movie he did for 18 months. Like an actor would do like 2 movies in a year, or like 3
that's back in the day, but
I don't know. I thought he would like pretty less time, maybe. I don't know, but I think it's because he was getting 20 million. He was like, "Fuck this, man! I'll just do what I fucking want." But
yeah. I'll break my ankle.
They didn't even recuperate his fucking wage. That's how much a flop it was.
That's nuts.
I know. The £6 million less off from his wage is how much it pulled in. Basically, 60 million budget. Someone made a fucking good point. They said it was like it looks like it's got a lot of money in it, but still looks cheap at the same time. And I was like, yeah, I totally got that as well. It still looks like a straight to DVD movie, but it was 60 million fucking pounds.
Fuck's sake.
Like that from the 90s, that's a lot. That's funny. The director put WS in the middle of his name because he was sick of people asking about like the better Paul Anderson director that's done other movies and asking about his. He's like, no, that's not me. So he's like trying to like,
I'm not that guy. I'm shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's canon to the Blade Runner universe, which is fucking what an insult. Right,
well,
so
anyway, the guys.
I did not enjoy this. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it a wee bit, but I don't know if it was maybe the nostalgia that kept me going.
Aye.
And plus, I've been watching a lot of YouTube shorts for Tombstone.
So I'm totally Kurt Russell them in that. Yeah. I enjoyed talking about it more than I thought I would, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. So.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the same way with all films, apart from Cyborg. Cyborg dragged in everything.
It didn't happen.
Exactly.
That's the incident.
Yeah, exactly.
The Argentine incident.
Yeah, the fucking apocalyptic protein diet incident.
Yeah.
But that was it. And if you have any questions, keep them to yourself. Because we're not going to fucking answer.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be back with another Kurt Russell film after this. Don't know what it'll be, but we'll let you see.
Yeah, it could be anything. You take a guess, take a gander.
Just fucking wait. Wait, fuck's sake.
Just wait. We have jobs.
Bye.
Bye.